this pretender.
Right.
PvP.
Okay, here we go. So this is a kind of an improv, fate accelerated game that I'm going to run today. I've never run Fate Accelerated. Wanted to try it out. I've only done a few Fate games, and they've all been Mass Effect. So I've got David and Jim here with me that are going to play in this game. That I'm going to hopefully not turn into a complete train wreck. So I'll let you guys go one at a time. If you just want to tell us about your character and maybe just kind of explain, you know, who you are and maybe what your relation is to one another, if you like. So, David, I'll let you go first.
Okay. All right. I am going to be playing Mal Washington, and he's a drifting ex-scout of the Ninth Cavalry, who was basically fated to be hung for killing a superior officer who was in the act of performing a malicious deed to an innocent. Um, and now he's a man with a price on his head who's searching for redemption as well. And but in his travels, because of the heinous nature of the West, he now is has pretty much believes that a pistol can pretty much solve almost any problem, unfortunately. Um, but he still, because he's searching for redemption, he still basically has a somewhat of a heart of gold buried down there, deep inside, But it's going to be rough for him to try to discover his peace of mind again as he travels. And I've got a channel, David Sims. It's a bunch of Fate stuff on there, PC gaming, and just whatever comes to mind. It's a mishmash of stuff. So that's it.
Cool, thanks. And yeah, Jim, go ahead and tell us about.
Cool. All right. I'm Jim. I'll be playing Johnny Whitecrow, who is a Sioux Indian, as if there were any other kind. He is a bounty hunter and was trained by a German gentleman who has disappeared, Dr. Abraham Albrecht. And he is the son of the shaman of his tribe, of his particular tribe, and he has been basically cursed to a certain extent to where he is able to see death when it comes at the hand of evil men or wrongful death. So he sees a personification of death in the area, which kind of alerts him to the fact that there's some badness going on, and he feels obligated to protect innocent people from whatever the specter of death is is doing, or whatever the cause of that specter of death. He's a pistol packing, rifle packing guy with some tomahawks, and he knows a couple of rudimentary protection spells from his father, and he basically is a traveler. He's really not happy about his gift. He feels that it's more of a weight on his shoulder than a responsibility that he willingly accepts. He begrudgingly accepts it, and he tries to help the innocent as much as possible. But that doesn't stop him from any assholish behavior. He's not the best guy, but he's noble in as much as he can be, and he will definitely protect innocents wherever they are.
Excellent. So just to give you a quick idea, kind of the setting. You're in the town of Riverside Ridge, and I'm setting this kind of in rather kind of high hill kind of country. It's more of a lush portion of the West. It's not the arid, dry, deserty type that you get down close to the Mexican border, but this is up more in the plains and the hills and the mountains and everything. So Riverside Ridge is actually a town that does somewhat decently for itself, being that there's a lot of there's good forests nearby and stuff, so there could be quite a bit of logging in the area. There's also quite a large river, big surprise, that runs alongside the town. The town's built right on the side of the river. So there's also fishing and things of that sort. It's a pretty resource-rich kind of area. However, having said that, it is a very small town nonetheless. Single sheriff, single deputy kind of scenario. There is a infamous bandit who operates in the area and is known to frequent the town. The sheriff never seems to really take any kind of strong action against him. A lot of people whisper that that the sheriff is in his pocket. Yes, the bandit's name is Sam Mooney, also known as Mad Mooney. When you guys arrived here recently, Johnny would have definitely gotten an eerie kind of sense of death lingering over the town in general and in the hills above it. Would have definitely set you off at ease. It would have disturbed you, let's just say, anyway.
Okay. If I can, I will.
Yeah.
I will make sure that my first activity is to head towards the sheriff's office, the jail, and take a look at the bounty boards and see exactly who's wanted in these areas. I'm sure that Mad Mooney is there, or is he? Is Mad Mooney on the wanted list?
Yeah, Mad Mooney is on the list. He's got a very high bounty on his head. In fact, he's wanted for murder, train robbery, rape, arson, murder again, more rape. He's a bad dude. There's also a few other small-time kind of names on there that you don't recognize per se. They're not as well known, obviously, as Mad Mooney, and they have a much smaller bounty on their heads. You do see a poster with your friend, your companion who travels with you, Mal Washington. His name is on because he's been rumored to be in the area. But it's a rather small bounty. I mean, it's just wanted dead or alive, $10 bounty.
All right,
that's it.
Yeah. That's all you rate. All right, I'll snatch that bounty down and kind of roll it up and place it into my pack, and I will go and check in with the sheriff, as is my responsibility as a bounty hunter, to let him know that I'm here and I am going to investigate the bounty of one Sam Mad Mooney in this area, and ask him, I'll let him know that I'm at his disposal. He is the law, so if there's anything that he requires of me, please let me know, and I hope that he would feel the same way.
So yeah, you walk into the office, and the sheriff is sitting back there. He's got his feet kicked up on the desk, and he's leaning back. He's sipping on some coffee. He sees you come in. He says, "Good morning, sir. How are you?"
I'll kind of take a genuflect almost. I'll say, "Mr. Sheriff, my name is Johnny Whitecrow, and I am from the Western Territories. I'm a bounty hunter," and I'll kind of give him my papers.
He kicks his feet off the desk, and he stands up, and he reaches out for the papers, and he says, "Bounty hunter?"
I say, "Yes," and then I'll give him the bounty board wanted sign of Sam Mooney. I'll say, "This is my prey, my quarry."
You're after Mad Mooney.
Is there any assistance that you can provide?
Well, first of all, you have to find him. He keeps moving about up there in the hills and in the caves and the mountains. I mean, he's quite mobile, and he's got a pretty decent-sized posse. You'd be mad to go up against Mad Mooney on your own.
Okay, I'll nod.
He stays out of town, and so I leave him alone, as long as he doesn't come down here causing trouble in Riverside Ridge.
What about the people that he's wronged? Are they not entitled to justice as well?
How young are you, boy?
Very.
Well, everyone's entitled to some kind of justice, but usually you got to seek it out yourself. That's just the way things work.
I'll nod. That's very wise. That's very wise of you, sir. Say I'm looking for a room. Do you know if there are any available in town?
Oh yeah, well there's one saloon down in the center of town. It's called the damn it, I didn't come up with a name for it. We'll call it the Lucky Horseshoe. How stereotypical can we get? The Lucky Horseshoe. If you head on down there, tell the barman that Sheriff Corby sent you down. He'll probably set you up pretty straight. He usually has a few rooms available any given day. Don't get too many travelers through here this time of year.
What as I came into town, could I tell what the main draw is of this particular town? Is it a gold rush town? Are there mines? Do they farm cattle?
It used to, yeah. I mean, there was a time, of course, like most of these towns, that people came here looking for gold. There wasn't a whole lot of that found. There are mines in the mountains, but at the moment, the mining isn't the main. The main income for the town is really in the forestry. There's quite a bit of river fishing that goes on. There's quite a bit of fish in the river there. That's their main. Especially the forestry though. That's the. So a lot of lumber comes out of Riverside Ridge.
All right, I'll say Sheriff Corby. Sheriff Corby?
Yes.
Okay, I'll nod. I'll say thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome. Just be careful. Don't. Hopefully, you don't find any cause for using those there guns while you're in town. I would hate to have to, come across you on opposite sides of the law, as it were.
Say I will try to do the right thing at all times.
All right. Well, you have a good day, Mr. Crow, and look out for trouble.
You too, sir.
And he goes back and sits down behind his desk, starts sipping coffee. And as you walk out of his office, you see a woman there. She's nailing another sign up on the bounty board, and it says reward for the return of Annabelle LeMay, $20. Also, if any information is found, the whereabouts, either the safe return or the body of, and it's got 5 lads named there: Evan, Owen, Troy, Caleb, and Lee. Reward on them is $10 apiece.
I'll say, ma'am, does she look like, well, obviously she probably does not work in the jailhouse.
No. She's a mature woman. She's probably about middle age by our standards, but
I'm middle aged by our standards.
She looks rather distraught. Well, I'm just saying in this setting, of course, she'd be a little bit more advanced, at our age, as it were.
Ma'am.
Huh? And she sees you, and she makes a sign, and she says, "Stay back, heathen."
I'll say, ma'am, I mean,
I'll have none of your devil worship.
I'll put my hands up to the side.
There you go.
In clear sight, and kind of take my hat off and bow to her, and say, I noticed that you are placing a sign, posting signage up. Say, I wish to help you in locating this Annabelle LeMay and the children there.
You're going to help me, are you?
I'll say, well, for the sum of $20 plus 10 per child, yes. I'll say I'm a bounty hunter.
And she glances kind of over your, beyond you, looking back behind you, and she turns and starts to run.
Huh?
And as she does so, you hear the sheriff coming up behind you, shouting at her. He says, "Get out of here, you old crone! Don't be raising no rabble!" And he walks over, and he says to you, he says, "Ah, sorry about that, Mr. Crow. I hope she didn't disturb you."
I say, no, Sheriff, she appeared to just be an old woman. She seems to have some type of distress. And I'll point to the sign that you put up.
Yeah, he reaches over and he takes it down and he crumples it up, stuffs it in his pocket. And he says, "Oh, don't mind her. She's just a heartbroken old widow. She's distraught at the loss of her young daughter, you understand?" Anyway, won't nobody be finding these kids. And like kids, they're all like late teens, early 20s. They're adults by most intents and purposes. But
Okay. All right. I'll give him the raised eyebrow because I see that he is less than truly honorable. And I'll say the lucky horseshoe you said, correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
So I'll head there straight away. Thank you. And I'll turn and walk out.
Okay.
And I'll give the sign for the hiding Mal to come out. I guess he's got a trench coat and he's lurking.
Sure, I have a trench coat, but is that what they call? They don't call them trench coats.
Duster.
They call them
No, they call
dusters.
them dusters. Yeah.
Okay, I'll slip out from the alleyway in between the general store and the local watering hole,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll I've got the wide hat with the front
Mm-hmm.
pulled up and everything, and I've got a bandana around, and I'll walk up and I'll say, "What was that all about?" And I'll kind of nod at the old crone that's still hiking,
Yeah.
kicking dust up the street there.
I'll say we have work, and I'll kind of shove the wanted poster or the wanted paraphernalia paper of what's his name? Sam Mooney, Sam Mad Mooney.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What was his
Everything.
his
Oh, what's
amount?
his bounty?
Yeah, the bounty amount.
$100.
Oh wow, that's big money, man. The usual cut then.
70-30, yes.
You're not going to be able to eat much on 30%. I keep telling you.
He recommended that we take up at the Lucky Horseshoe, but there's something about him. I don't like his aura.
What about so you did talk to the sheriff, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So did you and I kind of smile, and I said, did you see anything about me?
I'll hand him the $2 leaflet.
Okay. I look at it
with his face on it. Yeah.
yeah, I look at it and I scowl as I read it.
That's good. It's a $10.
$10, and then I scowl and then I tear it up and I go,
So
I don't believe it.
You're worth a box of bullets.
These things are never accurate anyway, and I kind of tear it up and throw it down, let it blow, in the wind.
I'll say it is an amazing likeness, though. I'll say my people don't particularly take to representations of themselves. It steals the soul,
Right. Yeah. Okay. Where's this Lucky Horseshoe at that we're supposed to be?
It's right smack in the center of town.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Right away.
Okay.
Right on the main road.
And let me see that bounty.
If you guys stabled your horse in the kind of public stable,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be right next to it's attached to basically the horseshoe.
Okay. All right. I look at Mad Mooney's bounty while we're walking that way, I guess, just to kind of look over it again. What's his picture look like?
$100.
No. What's he? Is he looks like a typical brute?
Yeah, I mean, he obviously, he looks in the picture you're looking at anyway. He's not bearded, but he's obviously not very clean shaven.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a bit of a scar around his left eye. He's also got a scar down on his right cheek as well.
Okay.
His hair is dark and kind of bedraggled, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
He's, of course, he's wearing a hat in the photo, kind of similar to your own.
Okay.
And
He's got style. He's got panache.
yeah.
Okay.
But the hair is long enough that it sticks out underneath the hat and everything else in the picture. Yeah, and obviously, whoever the artist that did the picture has gone out of their way to make him look particularly menacing. He's got a real grimace on his face, and
One thing the sheriff did mention was that he has a large posse.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, hence the expensive bounty.
And he's holed up, I believe, in the hills outside of town. The sheriff seems to be fairly content that as long as he keeps his enterprises outside of town, that everything is okay.
Oh, really? Okay. You know what that means? The sheriff may be in on getting a cut of some of this. Maybe getting bribed.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But
that is a rumor that you've heard.
But it may be a situation where stealth would be of utmost importance.
Okay.
Say Dr. Albrecht used to always tell me that, a snake that does not rattle is able to get more prey than one that does.
I roll my eyes and say, of course he does. Okay. How come we've never met this doctor anyway?
I'm looking for him. He disappeared.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to be in this. What is this place? New York? What is this? New York?
Oh. I was going to say, no, we're in Riverside Ridge, but okay, yeah, I got you. Okay.
I have not been off of this continent to this New York.
Right. Okay. Don't you mean Manhattan?
Manhattan, right?
Right. Okay. So what do you want to do? Do you want to check out the rest of this town a little bit, or do you actually want to go and see if we can pick up some kind of signs of Mad Mooney?
Well, there are a number of things at play here.
Mm-hmm.
We can discuss once we get to the saloon, tavern, hotel, whatever, and we can get some food in us.
Okay.
And I can lay out my plan.
Yeah, it's basically a combination kind of saloon hotel. It's got the big stable on the side of it as well. It's a decent sized establishment, for the town. And as such, when you walk in, it's mostly empty. There's nowhere near enough people in town to really fill it up on a regular basis. And for that matter, too, there's always empty rooms as well. You figure it was obviously probably built in a time when the town was a bit more bustling, when the mines were active before they kind of tapped out. When you go in, anyway, it's the typical kind of swinging doors, and you walk in. There's a guy playing a piano in one corner.
Of course.
Barman in the kind of soiled white shirt, collared shirt behind the bar, spit shining glasses, and there's a few people about, drinking and eating at tables. There's a couple people sitting up at the bar, just drinking. There's one woman who's walking around the bar, kind of just talking to various people and checking on people who, you probably would recognize Mal anyway. And yeah, I suppose Johnny might as well. She looks like a prostitute, but she's obviously not getting any work right now, so she's just walking around talking to the guys.
Get thee behind me, Satan. All right. Who's the actual proprietor of the place? Is that the bartender?
As far as you know, he's the only employee that you see that you think, except maybe the piano man. Maybe the piano man works here too, probably. But
Billy Joel. Okay. I will say, ho, sir, and I'll toss down $2. I'll say, will this be enough to secure us with rooms as well as pay our horses, our horse maintenance and a decent meal.
He looks at the one and he whistles. He says, well, he says, I tell you what, Red, he says, that much money? Yeah, I'll even let you stay here for the week. He picks her up.
I'll turn to Mal. Uh-oh.
He says, so what are you drinking?
I'll say just water for me, please.
Water?
Give me a whiskey. Give us 2 whiskeys. And I elbow him. You know. 2 whiskeys. And the bottle.
He grumbles under his breath as he pulls out the whiskey bottle and he pours two glasses and he sets them up on the bar and he says, water? What kind of place do you think this is? He sets the bottle of whiskey down in between the 2 glasses in front of you.
Okay, I grab the bottle in one hand and kind of grab the 2 glasses with my other fingers, and I kind of elbow them on over to a table somewhere and go over there before you get us into some kind of trouble.
So it's just, you guys need anything? You guys want me to send any food over?
Yeah, a couple of plates of whatever you got.
There you go.
whatever you got, that's freshly caught around here.
Says you got it, strangers.
So I'll lead us over to a table, maybe in between the piano player and maybe or near the piano player, because you said it's not too crowded in here, right? At all.
No, it's plenty of empty tables and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You do notice one of the guys at the bar, who obviously was there, overheard your conversation. He kind of eyes you guys a bit as he's drinking. He takes his drink and he's staring over at you guys, and he goes back and he says something to the barman. Barman pours him another drink. He just occasionally keeps on looking over his shoulder over at you guys. He looks kind of curious, kind of looking at him. He looks extremely shady. He's got one of those rat faces, like
Mal's.
He's got like a really skinny, long face with like a sharp nose, and he's got a little wiry mustache, and he can't grow a full beard, although he's tried. So he's just got like kind of the whiskery thing, all along his chin, and yeah, he looks like trouble in a way, although he doesn't look particularly imposing, as it were. He's kind of short, kind of skinny, rat-faced. But, yeah, he does have a pistol at his side. You're muted, Dave, by the way.
I put one of the glasses, put one in front of Johnny just to make it look like he's got a drink in front of him,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And I'll put the bottle in the other glass in front of me and take a swig of it. And is he actually going out of his way to really pay attention to us, or is he just kind of?
Oh yeah, he's not being shy about it either. He doesn't
really
look away. When you look up and see him, he doesn't look away. He just looks at you and
wow.
He kind of shrugs his shoulders, turns around, and drinks his drink again, and he's talking to the barman. You also see the hooker goes up and she talks to the barman for a few moments, and he nods and says something to her. You can't hear obviously, but she just kind of looks over at you guys then and smiles, and then turns back, says something to him, and then she turns and starts walking towards your table.
I turn and look towards Johnny. How's Johnny dressed? What's his attire?
Yeah, let's talk about what you guys.
Well, Johnny wears he's got kind of it's non-traditional Native American gear. He's got the pants. He's got the belt sash that has sort of pouches on it of various things, as well as manacles and things like that, the tools of the trade of his bounty hunting, things like that. He's got an overcoat, not necessarily a duster, but it's a long coat for being on the road, and he wears a short-topped but very wide-brimmed hat. He's got his hair back in a ponytail, and he has some ritual tattoos that can be seen on his hands and his arms. And then he wears jewelry and affectations of his Sioux heritage. So anyone who looks at him that would know about Native Americans would be able to tell that he's of the Sioux because of the jewelry and such that he wears. He has a large backpack that has, field stuff on him, and there's a rifle that's strapped to that backpack. He's got a pistol on his side. He's got a tomahawk on his side, and then he has another tomahawk strapped to the pack.
Okay, so since I blend in these situations perfectly, it's got to be Johnny that's causing the getting all the attention.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So
It's the Old West too. I mean, there's definitely it's not even an undercurrent of racism. It's an overcurrent of racism to some extent.
Yeah, I'm being sarcastic,
but yeah. Having said that, though, like, the barman, although of course he called him Red and said, "Hey, look, I'd even let you stay here for this much money." He was rather jovial about it. He wasn't hostile or nasty about it per se.
Okay.
To him, he says, "Hey, if an Indian's got money,
he's money.
He can spend it in my place."
Money. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of turn back towards the lady of the evening that's coming our way. I take my my hat off, and kind of smack it against my leg, and all this dust, kind of billows off of it, and then I put it back gingerly, almost, reverently, almost down on the table, and kind of straighten the I don't know, what do you guys call the two like little military bangles or whatever,
The tassels.
Tassels, I guess so, that are on top of the cavalry. The hat, yeah. It's a name for them. Maybe they're tassels. I thought it might be something else, but yeah. And I kind of straighten those up, and take a swig of the whiskey and kind of grimace, and then pour another glass of it as she walks closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's the lady of the late morning at this stage because it's approaching noon, but it's not reached noon yet. So she's walking over, and of course she's got the kind of black dress with the extra white frilly bits on it and everything. And she's got a bit of a hat too, which has it turned up on one side and it comes down on the other side. And she's got really curly, long, blonde hair that you can tell right away is a wig.
Is she a young woman or is she kind of older? I missed that. She like a madam, or like I'm the worker, or I'm the madam?
No, much more like a madam. I mean, you reckon she's probably around 30 years old. So she's pretty mature for a for a whore. So, but she's coming over with a big smile on her face, and she approaches, and she sees Mal. She looks and smiles at Johnny, and she turns to Mal, and she sees you when you straighten up the what did you call them, the tassels and stuff. She says, "Well, soldier, what brings you to town?"
I kind of blanch at that, kind of forgetting like, that's, that kind of brings back some memories, and I kind of look around at that, kind of what do you call it? Not suspiciously, but that just kind of brought back some bad memories, and I kind of I put the hat on the table, like I said, and kind of push it to the side, and then I kind of nudge. Actually, I'll get up, and I will looking at Johnny like, here's how you do this, I pull out a chair for her and kind of like wave my hand towards it to invite her to sit down and join us, and then I'll look at the table next to us, and I'll lean over and grab a glass off that table, and then with like my shirt, I'll kind of wipe out the inside of the glass, and I'll put it down in front of her, and then I'll pour a what do you call it, a finger or whatever of whiskey.
Sure, a finger of whiskey. Yeah, a finger doesn't measure that much. Yeah,
that's all she's getting, this bottle. So I'll pour a finger of whiskey, and then I'll kind of wink at her and go, what would I say, ma'am? Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, well, aren't you charming? She says, Jebediah over there tells me you guys were flashing quite a bit of cash up there at the bar.
Oh, is that what Jebediah says, huh?
She looks over at John and she says, you just might want to be a little bit careful with that, stranger. I mean, Mooney's men are about You don't want to attract the wrong kind of attention in town. And as she says that, she kind of like she turns her eyes a little. She doesn't look behind her, but you can tell she's kind of gesticulating to look behind her over her shoulder. And you see again the rat-faced guy staring over at you. And now he's got a real sour look on his face now that she's sitting with you. And he just like slams a drink and he slams it down. And now it looks like he shouts at the barman. The barman comes over and pours him another drink.
Okay.
So Mooney's men are about. I'll repeat what you said.
Yeah, you've heard of Mad Mooney, I'm sure.
No, I haven't. Who is he?
Well, if you haven't heard of him yet, walking around with weaponry like that, you're going to hear of him pretty soon. He's
Is he the sheriff here?
No, Mooney's a bit of a gunslinger, I suppose you could say, but he's turned mostly just banditry in recent years. He leads a large posse up in the hills. They do quite a bit of raiding here and there. They knock over train jobs and things of that sort. They robbed the bank here once a few years ago, back when we actually had one.
And what has the sheriff done about this?
Sheriff Corby? Nothing. He doesn't have the balls to stand up to Mad Mooney and his men.
Oh, wow.
In fairness, can't really blame him. I mean, sheriff and his single deputy against a posse of hardened bandits? Really? I mean, nobody likes those odds. And she sips the whiskey. So, would you gentlemen be looking for a bit of entertainment while you're in town?
I'll look at Mal.
I look at Johnny. Possibly.
No, we're okay.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
Yeah, right. I tell her, I say possibly, ma'am, but there's 2-to-1 odds here. You think you can handle that?
Oh, she kind of blushes when she says, "I wasn't proposing myself."
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I take a drink and
although I'm quite flattered, but
I meant that were there any other girls around besides you is what I meant, man.
Oh, is that what you meant then?
Mm-hmm.
I got girls who work for me upstairs, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I say, well, maybe once we settle some of our affairs in town, we'll come give you another visit.
Okay, that sounds fair.
I nod towards Ratface, that's behind her, and I say, would that happen to be one of Mooney's men?
And he's looking right at you when you nod at him.
Oops. Okay.
And he finishes his drink and he turns, and now he's no longer leaning on the bar. He's now leaning back against the bar.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one hand kind of sitting close to his pistol on his hip.
Wow.
And he's stroking his chin and looking at you.
Okay.
And he says, yeah, that would be Bart Crane.
Okay, Bart. Okay. Very good. Okay. Rat-faced Bart. All right.
Yeah, he's been lucky enough not to get any particular bounties on his head yet here in town, so he's one of the few that can still come and go. Does some of the trade, and then they come to town and buy tobacco and sometimes bullets and things of that sort.
But
Okay.
the sheriff knows who Bart is, doesn't he? Or does he?
Of course he does, but he's not going to do anything about it. He doesn't want to upset the balance of things. You understand? I mean, pretty much everybody in town is convinced that the sheriff's getting a take from Mooney.
Okay. Okay. So he's looking over at us, glaring at us with his hand on his pistol, huh? Okay. Well,
not on his pistol, no. Just his hands on his hip.
Oh, on his hip. Okay.
Pistol's hanging about
Hands on hips.
4 or 5 inches below that.
Because lead solves any debate, I'm gonna have to excuse me, ma'am, and I'm gonna have to get up and grab my. I'll leave my hat here. Get up, and I'm gonna have to walk over and have a word with Bart.
Okay. So you leave your hat and you say, "Excuse me, ma'am," stand up and start walking towards him.
Yep.
He stands up straight as you do.
Okay. All right. So just so you know, I'm compelling myself.
Yeah,
So,
okay. No problem.
uh,
I'll give you a
and
fate point for it.
I I walk over to him, and Johnny's seen this before, this look on my face before, and he knows that it's not good. It's gotten me into trouble, before. So I'll and it all stems from just Mao has an issue with kind of the perception of kind of like being kind of disrespected to a certain degree
Mm-hmm.
and it's just it all stems back to the issues that he had when he was in the military, and the whole thing with the rank, you know, uh, being all about pomp and circumstance, but not what a true man's worth is, in his heart or his soul. So
Mm-hmm.
he's got an issue with that. So
The
so
other uh, the other guy who's sitting at the bar excuses himself and moves away.
okay.
Even the bartender kind of walks down to the
Oh
other side of the
wow.
bar.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I get within like maybe uh, arm's length of Bart,
Mm-hmm.
and I nod to him and I say, "Do we know one another, stranger?"
He says, "No. Would you like to?" His hand starts to twitch a little bit on his
Really?
hip.
Okay. All right. I kind of turn around and look at the table where Johnny is, and I say, "When I say, well, maybe I'm mistaken, but when uh, I was having a conversation with the lady over there, the way you were looking at me, I could have sworn that we've met before." And I kind of squint at him, kind of lean in a little bit.
That's no lady.
He says, your Indian friend over there,
Uh-oh.
he's armed to the teeth.
I shrug and I say, "Well, when
What's the
you're,
story?"
um, I turn and look at Johnny again, and then turn at this to this guy,
I'll
and
shrug. Mm.
I uh,
Yeah, you
I
can't
say,
actually hear their conversation
Oh,
because the
I
piano
can't.
man's
Okay.
no, the piano man's still playing. So
"Oh, he is playing. Okay,
yeah, he doesn't stop.
what tune is he playing?" The
Damn that Billy Joel. Damn him.
Death March. um, I actually does the can I say that Bart has like a would it be like a block or a little like grip of chew, or is it pouches of chew? I guess is it?
A
You know,
chop.
chaw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
A plug.
I'll slowly reach in his like to his breast pocket, maybe on his vest that he's wearing, and I'll pull out, a piece of it and put it in my jaw without breaking eye contact with him. And I'll say, if you're wondering what he's up to or what he's all about, why don't you come on over there and have a sit with us, and we'll tell you.
Okay. He, you see his jaw starts to twitch
Hmm.
and sweat forming on his brow.
Okay. Okay.
His hands shaking more and more, and he's just like locking eyes with you.
Hmm.
He definitely looks nervous,
Hmm. Okay.
and
Um.
his hand starts to move just ever so slightly down towards his pistol,
Hmm.
and you hear a gunshot go off,
Oh.
Oh.
and the
Okay.
piano man stops playing.
Hmm.
People move, like to take cover or things of that sort.
Okay.
And you
Uh,
hear a voice from the door into the saloon said, "That's enough."
okay. Turn to
Sure.
see
And
who it is.
look, and you see the sheriff standing there,
Ah. Okay. All right.
and
Okay.
behind him is what you must take to be his deputy, who's a younger lad with a now smoking shotgun.
Ooh, that wasn't a shot. That was a boom. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'll pat Bart on the cheek, and I'll say anytime you want to sit down and have a drink with us, Bart, the invitation is open. And I turn around and I walk back to the table.
He says, "The
What?
whore told you my name, did she?
Oh gosh.
She's gonna pay for that."
Uh-oh.
And the sheriff says, "Bart, get over here."
Okay, I don't like
Walk
that.
towards the sheriff.
Johnny, that's not cool.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you can hear that
I'm
now. The
talking
piano
to
man
you.
stopped,
Yeah.
piano man stopped playing after the boom of the shotgun. It got deathly quiet. Yeah. You hear everything from them.
I'll go back and I'll sit down, and then I'll sitting there, my jaw moving, chewing the chew.
What was that all about?
I'll say, I don't like it when people disrespect me.
So you tell me.
And I'll nod towards Bart, and I'll say, what do you make of him?
Yeah, he's walking out now with the sheriff.
Well, his clothes show him as being someone that is not about kind work. He does work out in the fields or in the hills.
No. What do you make of him?
Say there's nothing has come to me
Okay.
as of yet.
Okay.
I have no feelings as of yet.
Okay. I look down at the table and I'll say, drink your water.
It's gone. I'll say, but it's obvious that he is a compatriot of Sam Mooney, and maybe he can be our rabbit to show us where the rabbit hole is.
And Laney says, well, I already told you he's a compatriot of Mr. Mooney's.
Oh, she's still here?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still sitting here. So who do you think the sheriff was protecting there, you or him?
Ooh, good question.
Well,
Maybe we'll find out later on.
it wouldn't matter, ma'am, if this rat-faced man leads us back. Then Mal and I can do what we do.
Well, you know,
And under cover of night, their numbers won't mean much.
given the implied threat that he gave on his way out there, I'd take it as a mighty kindness if you made sure he never made his way back to Mr. Mooney.
I look at Mal and say, I'm not an assassin.
Yeah.
She looks at you, and she looks at the big rifle strapped under your backpack, and she looks at the tomahawks and the pistol and the other tomahawk. Are you sure?
I'll say killing is evil, a necessary evil, and in my profession, but to willfully go out to kill someone is not my way. If it happens, it happens. If the gods and the spirits dictate that this is how the wheel should turn, so be it. He says, but he should be held. He should be held accountable and submit himself to your justice here.
I unfold the bounty, and I look and I say, I don't see. I show it to her. I say, I don't see Bart's name on here anywhere.
No, like I said, Bart's been lucky enough to keep his nose clean. That's why he's allowed to come and go freely through town and trade as he wishes.
Okay, well, then if he isn't worth any money to us, then he isn't worth anything to us.
But he can lead us back to where Sam Mooney is.
Right, I understand that.
Once he's there, he'll be shown to be complicit in Sam Mooney's affairs.
Will the sheriff see things like that?
Well, isn't there there should be a judge here too, right?
A judge here in town? No.
At that, I really look like I'm very paranoid,
No, this is a small town. There's no judge. There's not even a bank here anymore. Like you said, there used to be, but then Mooney's men knocked it over and they just never reestablished it.
Is there a telegraph center here that we can wire to, like a federal officers to have them come?
Yeah, in the sheriff's office.
Why do we want to do that?
Because once we catch them, if the sheriff chooses not to pay us or shows himself to be complicit, then we'll need backup. We'll need backup. We're not going to kill them, Mal.
Those are federal bounties anyway.
Okay.
I was about to extrapolate, but then once again noticing that the woman is here. I don't even have. Did she even introduce herself? I can't remember. Sorry.
Never really got a chance to.
Okay, I go, ma'am. We're at a disadvantage. What's your name?
She says, well, I don't know your name either, stranger, so I don't call that a disadvantage. But I'm
Okay,
Laney Caulfield.
Lynn.
Laney Caulfield.
Oh, Laney. Okay, all right, all right. Okay. Well, I tell her I'm Mal. And this is Johnny. So now that we're all introduced and everything, and I
Tell her my true name.
pour another finger.
Never tell her my true name.
I didn't say the last name.
She says,
And
Johnny, huh? And she looks over and raises an eyebrow.
okay.
Johnny,
And
the non-killer.
Oh man.
And she leans over to you, Mal, and she kind of gets real close. You can
Easy.
smell her perfume, and you can almost feel her lips brush against your ears.
Easy now. Yeah.
She says, I think your friend has a bit of an identity problem.
What do you mean by that?
He says he's not a killer, but look at him.
Oh.
Everything
Okay.
about him just cries out violence. And she says that loud enough for you to hear. She's not whispering more. So,
Ma'am, he's not dressed. He's not packing anything more or less than any other man who travels the plains. We all got to protect ourselves out there. And
you
I
don't
kind of
look
look.
so heavily armed, and you're a soldier.
I look. I mean, well, my rifle's on my horse. But I mean, I move my kind of duster to the side. And there's what do they call a Colt? I guess would be there maybe.
A Colt, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then there's a Bowie knife there. I mean,
Oh,
I shrug and I go, I have my tools of the trade,
yeah.
just like you do. And I kind of, look at her, her revealing, attire and her perfume. I'm like, hey, we all have our tools,
Well,
our weapons.
she looks over at Johnny. She smiles at you, and she looks over at Johnny. She says, "So, Johnny, when's the last time you had a lady inspect your weapons?"
I get up.
my grasp on your tongue is still being developed. I'll say I must maintain my purity.
Oh, very disappointing. And she looks over at Mal and says, "Okay, well, what about you?"
I say, I'm tempted, ma'am, but we've got business to take care of. Like I said, maybe we'll be back later on this evening and come visit you and your girls a little bit later.
Mal will bid anything.
That's not my trouble.
She says, "Well, Des, I tell you what, I'll give you this one for free.
What?
If you do go up in the hills, you
Okay.
just might want to keep an eye out for a young girl and 5 young men.
That'd be
All
Annabelle
gone
LeMay?
missing recently from the town.
Would that be Annabelle LeMay?
You've heard of her
I have.
already.
I work quickly.
Yeah, Mooney took her last week. Laid claim to her, you could say. He was drunk. He was actually in town and snatched her up.
And the sheriff?
The sheriff was sleeping.
Of course he was. I ran into her at the sheriff's office, and he all but chased her out.
Her? Oh.
Her grandmother. Mother
You
or grandmother?
You ran into Mrs. LeMay.
Yes.
That's her mother.
At any rate, we will attempt to keep an eye out for that bounty as well.
Yeah, well, after Mooney took Annabelle, her lover Evan formed up a posse of his own and decided to go out and try and to get her back. Obviously, none of them were ever heard from again. But Mrs. LeMay and a few other concerned townsfolk who weren't very impressed with the sheriff are offering up private bounties. They've pooled their money together.
Okay, I nod. I say, and kind of, tip my my as if I had a hat on my head, kind of tip my hat, and I say, and I kind of get up and I say, thanks for all your the company and the information and the help, man. But I think we'll be moving along now. Okay.
I'll need a tip. Okay.
I guess
She gets up and she walks away. And she says, "Well,
Okay.
don't leave a lady waiting too long." And she smiles and winks and she walks off.
Okay.
Piano Man started playing again a couple minutes ago. Sorry, I forgot to mention that out loud. But yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So the
Okay.
bar's kind of returning to normal now.
Okay.
Your food is now been brought down to the table and put in front of you,
Oh, okay.
and a fresh glass of water even for your chaste friend.
Okay.
excellent.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanking
Okay.
you in advance.
All right. So now we kind of know about this Annabelle, and we kind of know a little bit more about Mooney a little bit, and then perhaps that the sheriff is on the take, and then you know that if needed, that you can contact the Federals if you need to, because I'll have nothing of that.
Federalians.
Right, I'll have
Just,
nothing of
just
that.
keep in mind that the only telegraph station is in the sheriff's office.
In the sheriff's, right? In the sheriff's. Yep. Okay.
That's not good.
And we did see a deputy with him when he came in.
Yes,
or no?
you did.
Okay, we did. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
the sheriff himself is probably in his mid-30s.
Mm-hmm.
Enoch Corby is his name. The deputy,
Sheriff Corby.
young man, he looks like he's probably about 19.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
That's an adult.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, not really. Adults are, in 20s. You're still young guy back then. Anyway.
Back
Or is
then,
that right? No, maybe that's not
No,
right.
you got
It's
it
the other way
backwards,
around.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the other way around, right?
You'd be an adult probably by the time you're
That's right.
15.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
You'd be
Well,
taking
then-
a life by that age.
If he's wearing a badge and is considered a man, then he can live or die like a man. So there you go.
I just put out a quick discllaimer there. I could be completely historically
No, that's right.
accurate on all these things. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I did have it backwards. Okay, so knowing that, Johnny, what's our next move?
I'll say, well, we adjourn up to our room so that we're away
Sure.
from prying ears. Okay,
Sure.
so we'll head up, and I'll pull out a little map of the surrounding areas. It's not overly detailed, but I'll say that. Go ahead.
He gave you guys one nice room, big room. It's like the suite, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean? It's got two separate beds. They're both big enough for company.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they're in separate like kind of rooms within the room, as it were.
All right. I'll wait for Mal to do his sweep of the room because his paranoia usually gets the better of him. So.
Well, yeah, I kind of peek out the windows, the curtain windows that are over the street outside, to kind of see if why would there be any snipers or anything out there? But you never know. So I kind of look and see how the line of sighting is from up here, and I kind of look under the beds.
Why don't you give me a careful roll?
Okay, and I also
This at a
check
difficulty of 3.
Okay, and I also check the lock on the door. So that would be, if that's careful, then that'll be a 4 total.
Okay, yeah. You do notice when you're looking out the street, there's some shadowy figure kind of in between a couple of buildings across the street, leaning up against a wall in a nice position where he could be able to kind of keep an eye on your window. You notice he's of rather small stature. He's kind of short and wiry, and you recognize the clothing. You reckon that's Mr. Crane.
Mm.
He seems to be staking you out.
Oh, really? Okay. I mentioned to Johnny, I say Black Bart's out there, or Rat-Face Bart is out there. He appears to be real interested in what we're up to.
Did you say Black Bart?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, it just popped in my head.
I would expect no less.
Yeah. But I find it interesting in that the last time we saw him, he was in the the company of the deputy.
Well, obviously the sheriff is part of their posse, or at least has signed a non-aggression pact with them or some such.
Okay. Sound like one of those politicians.
So this is what I believe we should do. We have to figure out a way to get Bart headed back towards his gang, and then what we can do is we can follow him, and I would suggest we scout the area out, see exactly how many people there are, find out where Annabelle, LeMay, and the young men are, so that we can get them out. That should probably be the first order of business, as we can't necessarily attack or try to capture Sam Mooney with the innocents in harm's way. His men will probably take it out on us and kill them. So your skills, your scouting skills, will be highly valuable.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
we have to figure out a way to get rat-faced Bart to head back. We have to give him something juicy that he'll have to relay back to Mooney directly.
Should we let it be known that we're looking for Mooney to collect the bounty? That ought to probably send him running. Or to look for the girl, maybe?
No, that's what I was thinking the first thing. That if he found out that we were explicitly looking to capture Mooney, that rat-faced Bart would go back and let him know.
Okay. How do you want to actually do that?
Well, the whore. Maybe we can get her to talk to someone while in rat-faced Bart's presence, or while he's in the area, and have him overhear that we're here to collect the $100 bounty on Mooney.
And Ian, where did you say Bart was camped out here?
It's across the street, standing between a couple of shops,
Oh, okay. So he's down. Okay. So, all right. So how about this? How about we go on out there and we're headed for the back to the tavern, and say I'm just talking a little bit too loud for my own good, and I just happen to mention this within earshot of him. You think he'll be stupid enough to fall for that?
The tavern. Oh, you mean the other little?
Or not the tavern, but yeah, well, the place we just came from, So, because we told her that we'd be back there later on,
Hmm?
So we're walking out, we're going towards that way, and I go,
That's downstairs. Your rooms are in the.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Okay, yeah, and okay, you know what? I'm thinking this is all one entire establishment, right?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
So you got the hotel on top.
That's right. Well, you know what? That's
a hotel,
fine.
but yeah,
That's fine. I can. We can still do it. We'll just go out front and have a smoke or something.
Yeah, you can do that.
And have a conversation, so to speak.
Sure.
Me and you?
Yeah, we'll do that. And I'll just get loud about it and mention the fact that we are going to try to get the bounty for Mooney. Tomorrow, I guess, First thing, dawn, we'll head out, and then maybe he'll do his thing.
Okay. Well, why are you guys standing there smoking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rat-faced Bart is going to step out of the shadows in the alleyway and level 2 pistols in your direction and start firing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. You took the words out of my mouth. I didn't expect that.
He's aggro.
Right.
And he's firing right for the guy who slapped him in the face.
Well, I didn't slap him. I just kind of patted him.
Yeah,
Okay.
You patted him. But you humiliated him.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. So I guess as soon as I come down there and begin to light up a cigar.
Yeah, just as you're lighting the cigar, you strike the match, put it to the cigar, And then bang, 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 bang.
Okay. All right. So I'll dive to the side behind some water barrels that may happen to be there, or something.
Okay.
And I will, I guess, quickly dodge out of the way.
I'm gonna spend a fate point to give him like the advantage of surprise since you weren't expecting to just come out shooting. So normally he's gonna have a +2. I'm gonna give him a +4. I'm using Fate Roller, by the way, and I didn't overlay the results. Okay. There's the results. You see that?
Yep.
So it's a +4 result.
Okay, so I am quickly doing this.
Okay.
So. Oh, okay. You got +4.
So
okay, so.
What's your quick?
2. So that's a 0. And then, but I've got a fate point. So.
Of course you do.
I'll spend. Actually. I think I will spend the fate point to re-roll that. I will invoke. Wow, what will I invoke? I'll try to invoke. Let's say. I don't think I can really invoke anything.
Invoke your high concept. I think that's about it.
Well, because I'm a scout, maybe I'm kind of always.
Military training.
Yeah, even always ready to react for stuff, So I'll do that. Sure, I'll do that, and I'll re-roll. So I gotta beat a 4. Oops, sorry. Didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll. Ah, man. Okay, so I got a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna hit you.
Yep, for 3 stress.
Yeah, 3.
That's good.
So you got a 3 stress box, yeah?
Yeah. So my number 3 is gone.
And that's Rat Face Bart.
And that's Rat Face Bart. And that's a surprise.
Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll take a. Yeah, I'll take the stress. I'll take the 3 stress box. Yeah,
okay.
I'll do that. Okay.
Now, what I want to do is, because I always, even in my Mass Effect games, I always use that same initiative thing that you guys introduced me to. What did you say you took that from? Some Marvel game or something, right?
Heroic.
But in order to determine who goes first, let's do a quick initiative roll. So just roll a quick roll, everybody.
Oh, actual quick.
It's got to be quick for initiative, doesn't it? I mean, what else would it be?
Whatever you. Yeah,
Rat Face has a 0.
I got a 6. No, I didn't. I got a 5.
5 is good too.
I got a 2.
Okay, so now after those initial shots, bang, 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 it goes to Johnny Whitecrow. You've got the jump now.
Okay, how far is he? You said he walked pretty much up on us, and
no, he just kind of walked out of the shadows. Yeah,
walked out of the shadows. Okay,
he still crossed the street for you, but it's not that far. I mean, it's like a zone. It's not more than a zone anyway.
I'm going to haul tail over there and pull my tomahawk out.
Yep.
And I'm going to hurl it at him so that the handle strikes him dead in his head.
Okay. So you're going for a non-lethal attack. Basically.
There you go. So I guess that sounds careful to me since I'm trying to do that.
He's going to defend with his quick again.
Okay.
Quickly or whatever it's called.
And
he's got a 1.
Well, I didn't even get a 1. I am going to invoke my my young Sioux bounty hunter-ness in order to re-roll.
Okay.
That's going to take. No, I lost it. Take it down to 1, and I'll have at it. Damnation. Same thing, -1. Okay, so he quickly avoids my tomahawk as it buries itself in the wooden wall of the building right next to him.
Okay, so you can decide.
He laughs. He laughs at my ineptitude.
Oh yeah, he does.
I'll let him go.
You'll let him go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to fire on you this time, since you just ran up at it and hurled a tomahawk at him. He laughs at your ineptitude, levels one of his pistols at you, and he says, he spits some kind of a horrible epithet at you, which I'm not going to do because I don't feel like pissing off anybody. But yeah, and he fires.
All right, I'll duck underneath.
Okay.
Who?
I got a 2 was his roll anyway. It was at you, yeah.
I'll duck underneath and like launch myself at him so that the next action that I take, I'll be able to punch him out.
Sure.
But my dodge is 4.
Oh yeah.
So,
yep, no problem. So
I duck underneath and
yep,
say,
and
"You bastard!
close the distance. Yep.
You're gonna pay!"
And then it's Mal's turn.
Okay, all right. As I see Johnny dancing with death over there,
Yeah, Johnny's like right up on him.
yeah, I kind of glance
Get
at
an
my
advantage of an advantage.
huh?
Get an advantage of an advantage.
Right. I look at the flesh wound on my my left shoulder where Bart got me, and I will. Let's see.
Well, you
I'll
just
go
took
ahead.
stress, right? You mean
I took 3 points of stress. Yeah.
so? Yeah. So it was a
Or
graze.
a 3 stress. Yeah, because it'll be gone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I because I don't. He didn't get a success with style. He just got a success, I think. Yeah. So anyway, so
Yeah,
I'll
that's
pull
right.
I'll pull out a pistol, and I'll since I see
one.
Johnny is about to tangle. Yeah, just one. Since Johnny's about to tangle with him, I'll pull a pistol, reach over the top of the water barrels that are kind of got a few holes in them, and I'll squeeze off a shot at him.
Okay.
So, because I know since Johnny's on him, it's going to be over with pretty soon. And remember, Johnny, we need him alive. And I'll shoot.
Okay.
Oh my
You got a
god.
3 on his dodge.
Okay, I'm rolling horribly. Because lead solves any debate, I gain a +2 when I quickly attack with my pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Your rolls have sucked for 2 nights in a row.
I know, man. Yeah, I know. So that'll add +2 to that. So that'll be a 1.
It's
So,
that dice stream, man. You got to switch to fate roller.
yeah, okay, so that's just a 1. So
It's just a 1? Oh, you
Yeah.
missed. Yep.
okay.
You fire. You shatter the glass on the tobacconist store behind him.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Tobacco wacky.
Yeah.
Wacky tobacco.
Kill the tobacconist's wife. No.
Yeah.
No. That'd be.
Okay, I think I
okay.
went last. So,
You did go last.
so,
You get to
so
decide
actually,
who you
I'll
go.
let Johnny go first.
Okay.
All right, so I will attempt to. I'm going to just like an animal jump on top of him and take him down before he gets a chance to kind of defend himself. To set himself
Yeah,
up
before
against
you
my
get
defense.
another shot or anything.
And try to take him down to the ground.
Okay.
All right, so I will say I am trying to overcome him, basically to take him down, so he could resist with his. Well, I guess it's forceful if I'm trying to take him down.
Yeah,
Right?
it's still an attack versus a defend, right? So.
Well, yeah. I mean, even with the overcome, because I'm not hitting him to cause him stress.
Right.
That's why I said overcome.
You succeed.
Right.
Got it.
And he actively defends. I mean,
Yeah.
he rolls his dice. So. All right.
It would be forceful unless you can, come up with a reason why it would be something else.
No, I'm like 100. What am I? Like $150 or something like that. So.
Okay.
I
rolled
it's looking
poorly.
pretty good. Looking pretty good.
I rolled pretty poorly. I got a 0.
So I got a 1. So I did succeed.
Yes. Yeah, you get him taken down.
All right, so I'll just take him down and get on his chest, and I'm like wrestling around with his hands. I'm trying to make sure that I don't get a face full of bullet shot as he, since we're close, I don't want him to just kind of stick it in my belly and go pow.
Right.
So I'm trying to, keep him off balance.
As
So
you're doing that, like he's struggling against you and realizes he can't get out of your grip. He looks up at the building, that you're staying in at the Lucky Horseshoe, and if you follow his gaze, you'll see what was her name, Laney, out on one of the balconies, looking and watching, and he says, "You're gonna pay for this whore. You're gonna pay in blood."
Man.
And you
All right,
see when you
I'll
look up
smack him.
there, you actually see like a Grim Reaper like looking figure standing over her,
There you go.
behind her.
All right, all right. So I'll punch him, but just for narrative effect, no damage. And I'll say, "Damn you!" And I'll kind of roll off of him and look up at the woman and see what the specter of death is. Is it coming fast? Is it just looming? Is it
It's like
perched?
just standing right behind her, like
All right.
you should be able to feel it breathing down on her.
All right, I'll look up there and just kind of my jaw is kind of open, and I'll look around to see if there's
Now,
anything else going on.
he is directly threatening her life, and you know, obviously, he's part of this big posse that pretty much run things around this town. So I'm going to offer you a fate point to protect the innocent. You're going to have to take this guy out. Make sure he's not a threat to her. And that he can't get word to anybody else. Because if he talks to somebody else, then he's not the only threat anymore.
Okay.
What's up to you?
I'm going to have to spend the fate point to refuse that.
Okay.
And I'll call Mal over because I need your help now, Mal.
And when you call him over,
it'll be.
oh, so go ahead.
Yeah, I'll call him over and say, it's happening again, and I'll kind of put my hand on my face and kind of rub my eyes. I'll say the whore, she's in trouble, and I think he's responsible.
The two of you easily have this guy completely at your basically your mercy. You know what I mean? He can't resist. He couldn't resist Johnny alone. He can't resist the two of you at all.
All right, I'll pull my gun out and aim it at him. I'll say the only way she's going to be safe if he's dead, and my hands kind of tremble.
Wow.
Say
Okay.
these visions.
Do you look back at the whore?
Yeah, I'll look back up.
As you do, right? The cowl has slipped back a bit on the Reaper's head, and you see this skull-like visage, and it's just grinning at you, and it makes one of these gestures. Only it doesn't do it against its own throat; it does it against the whore's throat.
Oh man.
So he's got to pay for it. He's got so much. He's got blood on his hands, and he'll have more blood on his hands if he isn't dealt with now.
So I see Johnny staring, his face pale, and actually, the glistening with sweat now as he's looking up at the window. And what did you have Did you have your tomahawk or something?
No,
What did you have?
pistol.
I got my pistol.
Right.
Your pistol now? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
You can You can smell urine.
Oh wow. Okay. I'll.
Mine or his.
Well, I don't know. It's up to you. It's his for sure. He's pissed himself now.
I'll ease Johnny's pistol, kind of to the side, and I'll kind of, I'll say to him, we got him, Johnny. We got him. We'll figure this out. And I kind of look around as I haul Bart to his feet, and
You don't understand.
I'll drag him with me towards the stables, and kind of try to get Johnny to follow.
Okay, I'll drop down to my knees and kind of sob because I feel that in letting this guy go, I really failed. I mean, it's only a matter of time before the Spectre takes her because I didn't do what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have like a sobbing breakdown moment.
You didn't stop it.
I didn't stop it.
It's not too late yet. I didn't say we were gonna let him go. I just said, come on, get off the street.
Yep.
Johnny, come on.
As
I'll get my tomahawk.
To his feet. Yeah, you take your tomahawk out of the side of the tobacconist's building. You see the tobacconist peering out through his shattered window. Hey, who's gonna pay for my damages?
Damn it. Okay.
Sam Mooney.
Oh yeah, right. I will turn and reach into my pocket and flick a I don't know,
Stick of dynamite.
five. I don't know what is it, $1 piece or whatever.
I don't know.
That's a lot of money.
A dollar is,
$1's a lot of money.
Dollar,
It's a
half
glass.
dollar.
Windows are expensive though.
Yeah, it's a glass window though. Yeah, so I'll even though it's probably lead glass, but I'll flick a $1.
We won't get caught too much up in the economy of it. That's fine.
Yeah, and so I flick it to him, and I'll kind of nod to him and say, "Sorry for sorry for all the trouble." Uh, and I'll quickly, like I said, continue to head towards the stables.
Yeah. So the
Kind of.
deputy now was coming down the street.
Oh, okay.
He said, stop right there.
Ah, too late. Okay. All right. Well, okay.
Where were you? Where were you 2 rounds ago?
Right. I'll stop and kind of hold Bart by the back of his collar,
Hmm.
wait for the deputy to show up.
Do you have all your weapons holstered?
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna show him the wound on my shoulder where I got shot at.
Yeah, the scratch.
Well, hey, what is the shot? So,
What a drama queen. Oh, I decreased stress. I've been shot.
right, I'm bleeding to death. That's what when he walks up, I say, hey, this hombre tried to kill us from across the street.
Well, Mal knows that Johnny is the son of the shaman, and in adventures past, I can sew him up and dress his wounds and stuff like that.
Of course. And and Lainey calls down from above as well. She says, "I saw a deputy. He came out of the alleyway there between the two buildings and tried to kill them both."
Okay. All right. So what's
And deputy basically says, "Yeah, Bart Crane, I hereby place you under arrest for the attempted murder of these two strangers in our town." And did they have? Yeah, they had manacles and stuff. So yeah, so he claps him in irons
Mhm.
and says, "I'll take it from here, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your service. Sorry about my reaction, but I'm just here to I'm here to protect the townspeople."
Okay, I kind of turn towards Johnny and I say, was that too easy or or what?
He starts taking Crane by the collar basically and dragging him towards the station.
Okay.
You don't understand. I failed.
I say,
and the horror is going to die. Maybe not now. Maybe not in an hour. Maybe not in a day, but very soon.
How loud are you saying this? How loud are you saying this?
I would imagine I'm kind of hysterical, so I'm saying it. She's going to die.
She's like,
it may not be now.
She shouts down, "Mal, what's he talking about? Which whore is going to die?"
Oh, she yells that? Wow.
Yeah.
I turn back to her and I tip my hat towards her and say, he's had a little bit too much to drink, and then I kind of push him.
Too much water?
I push him towards the stage.
You're a liar.
Yeah. I say we gotta go.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break there. I gotta use the restroom.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Me too.
Right. So Bart Crane is now in police custody.
Where he belongs.
Laney Caulfield is going to die.
Elf needs food badly.
The tobacconist has a bit of tomahawk damage and a broken window. I suppose there's probably some bullets in the side of the saloon as well, since Ratface did get off quite a few shots and didn't manage to really hit anything substantial.
Yeah, he did manage to squeeze off a few rounds.
Oh,
very
look.
interesting.
You have 0 fate points. That's interesting.
I do.
That's always a fun situation.
I know. I have to get to protecting some innocents or
Yeah.
some such.
I gave you a chance.
I know, but I know that we needed this guy alive because if he got taken out, we would not be able to complete our mission. It would be very, well, maybe not be able to complete it, but it would be very difficult.
I understand. So. You know, as I say, whatever helps you sleep at night, sweetheart.
There you go. So true.
You spare the bandit. Let the poor die.
Hey, that's the horror, man.
Hopefully, you'll be able to get the kingpin though in the process, and
yeah, when he turns out to be a two-headed. What do you call it? Eden and Eden. Wait a minute, he's an Eden.
Speaking of kingpins, where's our patriarch? He's on the phone.
He's always on the phone.
You see, I've never seen him on the phone before.
He's always on the phone because I'm always calling him.
Ah, fair enough. You guys live pretty close, or?
He's in the city proper, and I'm in the burbs.
Oh, all right.
I don't like getting shot at, so I moved years and years and years.
Chicago does kind of have that reputation, doesn't it?
Yeah, Chicago is like, it's one of the highest, not crime, but tax. Everything is like taxed. There are like 5 or 6 layers of tax for.
Oh, I know. I lived there for 9 years.
And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And that gets old pretty quickly. Where are you? Car 57. Can a spider... What if I cast a web spell at a giant spider? What would happen?
If you cast a web spell at a giant spider,
would it get webbed? Or would it...
a spider, because they naturally walk around in webs all day and don't get stuck to them, would it be...
Would you say
resistant?
Would you say it gets a bonus to its save? Would you say that it automatically saves because it's a spider? Or would you say it gets a normal save because it's magical webs or something like that?
God, that's a really good question. I think, just adjudicating on the spot, I'd say, okay, I'll give it advantage on its save. Although I'm tempted to say it's immune.
And since I don't play 5e much anymore, if it were in Fate, I would say it's a giant spider is its high concept, and spiders walk on webs, so...
Yeah, so it doesn't have any effect on it. Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's what I kind of tend to lean towards anyway. But yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So Rat-Face Crane has been dragged off to the jail by the deputy. What do you want to do now? I know you were trying to calm down Johnny.
Yeah. I take him or drag him towards the stables, and I pull him over to one of the horse troughs, and give him a dunk,
Oh God.
to clear his head.
Okay.
And I kind of grab him or hold him by the shoulders, and I say, Johnny, you know how these things go. Sometimes you can find a way to help these poor souls cheat death, and sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. You can't save everybody. You got to realize that. And I kind of give him a shake.
I have to try. I have to try. The gaunt man walks. The gaunt man walks. And when he walks, I have to be there to stop him. That's what my grandfather taught me. That's what my father taught
And
me.
as you guys are standing there in the stable, and he dunked him head in the trough, and now he's got his hand on his shoulders, and I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just the way I imagine it. Who's taller of the two of you?
I'm like maybe 5'8", 5'9", so probably.
Maybe slightly taller than him, but I know I'm heavier than he is. So
as you're saying that, the gaunt man walks. You get a glimpse of something behind Mal.
That's not cool.
And you look, and you just see a black silhouette standing, blocking the, standing in the doorway, the entryway into the stable.
Ah!
And then it dissipates.
See, now it's hunting
Johnny.
you.
What?
I'll step back.
I turn around and look.
Was it you or was it Mal?
What's that?
Well, the shade.
Who is it hunting?
Yeah.
Us.
Or the horse.
I'll say
No,
we're
you've never had it with animals, so.
We're in trouble now.
I kind of look around and I'm like, what are you talking about?
The specter of death is coming for us. I saw the gaunt man here.
I know that's serious business because that's never happened before. And I kind of look towards him, look at him again. I go, what do you mean? What do you mean he's coming for us?
He was just there behind you, and now he's gone. It has to do with rat-faced Bart.
So does that mean it's either him or us, or what?
I don't know. I just know that if you would have let me do what I was supposed to do, then at least the horror would be spared.
Well, I shrug and I go, it doesn't matter. When my time comes, my time comes. I was spared from death's embrace once before by you. So the least I can do is return the favor. And I always got your back. So if old man Death decides that he wants to come sniffing around your trail, and I kind of pat my sidearm and I say, I'll be waiting for him.
So you're very cavalier about it. You don't understand.
What am I supposed to do? Just lie down and let him come up to me, or what?
But maybe you're right. Say, well, the best that we can do is if we find this Sam Mooney and bring him to justice, maybe the tether will be broken. Maybe the specter will go find easier prey.
Maybe that's part of the redemption I've been looking for. Maybe that's what this is all about. I'm being hunted for my past sins, maybe.
Very true.
Okay. So, where do you guys want to go from here?
Uh,
How about we go to the sheriff's office, confront Bart, and see if he'll tell us where Mooney is.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think? You agree?
I think once we get to the jail, the Bart is going to be gone, and then we're going to have another blow up. We're going to have a blow up with the sheriff. But,
okay.
So
well, as we fade into that scene real quick, I just want to give you guys each a fate point. David, I'll give you a fate point for the old man death speech. That was really good.
Okay, thanks.
And Jim, I'll give you one for your role play.
Excellent.
Okay. So you're no longer at my compelling beck and call. So you go to the jail. You go in. Jail. The deputy's there. He's sitting in the sheriff's seat, and he's actually he looks kind of drunk. And you see he's got a bottle of whiskey on the desk, and it's open. No cup, no glass. Just he's been drinking from the bottle. And he says, "Oh." You also see when you walk in, much to your surprise, that yes, indeed, Rat-Faced Bart is in the cell.
I am surprised.
Moping. And deputy stands up and says, "Gentlemen, what can I do for you?"
Where's the sheriff at, kid?
The sheriff had to go out on family business.
I look around and I say, "So you're the only one here?"
He left me in charge.
Okay. All right. Well, I kind of laugh, and I walk up to the desk, and no, I better not do that. There's no reason for me really to do that. I say I need to speak with that man over there. I point towards Bart.
Well, go ahead and speak to him. He can hear you.
Okay. All right. I kind of walk up to the bars of the cell. I kind of look around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I say, "Looks like your luck's improving."
What do you want from me? I got nothing to say to you.
I take a finger and I flick one of the cell bars, you know, and it brings out, you know. And I say, well, what I mean is that while you're in here, and I kind of rub my shoulder, I say that means you get to live a little bit longer.
Wow.
You threatening me? I almost had you. If it weren't for your Indian friend over there, you'd be dead.
I say almost only counts with whores and dirty bed sheets, whatever that means.
Oh yeah, whores. That's right.
And
let's talk about the horror, shall we?
I say, how about we talk about Mad Mooney?
No, Laney's gonna get what's coming to her.
Not
She's
as long
gonna
as
get it more ways than one.
Not as long as you're in this jail cell. But I may be able to help you out with that.
Yeah. And the deputy's like, "What?" Huh?
I kind of look over towards the deputy.
I'll say, "What? What?"
I kind of lean in a little bit closer to the cell bars, you know, and I kind of give Bart the beckon here with my finger coming here.
You think I'm stupid?
Actually, yeah. I shrug. You can stay here and rot in this cell, Bart, and wait until some stuffy judge decide your fate, or you can talk with me and maybe give me some information I need, and I'll see what I can do about you. Maybe drop the charges.
As soon as the babysitter gets home, I'll be out of here. And he spits. And the deputy goes, "Huh? What babysitter? What's he talking about?"
Okay.
Deputy looks a little bit out of his element, a bit confused. And like I said, he's about half drunk.
Okay. I lean in closer to the bars again and kind of whisper. I say, you realize that kid over there can't stop me if I want to put a bullet between your eyes right now, don't you?
I said, "Now."
I whispered.
He whispered.
Oh.
I say, then your babysitter would actually be more like a mortician or a grave digger, I
He
should say.
kind of starts to move closer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's forward. He says,
I put my,
You didn't finish me in the street. You ain't got the cojones to finish me here." He says, "I tell you what. You get the boy to let me out. Give me back my gun. We'll settle this like men."
See?
That actually sounds like a good idea to me, and I because
Because lead solves any debate. I'm
yeah.
offering you a fate plan. Negotiated release.
Well, I mean, I'll take that, but also because I figure that we have a better chance of getting some information out of him or him leading us to Mad Mooney if he's free. So I'll take that, and I'll whip around, and I'll walk over to the deputy, and I'll say, "Hey, kid, I decided that I'm gonna drop all charges against Bart. It was just a misunderstanding. You can let him out."
I'll say, what? What? What are you up to? What is this?
Yeah, what? Huh?
I give Johnny the look like, "Come on, man, what are you? Work with me."
Kid says,
I said I dropped the charge.
I don't know if I can do that.
You said you're in charge. What are you talking about?
But am I going to get in trouble?
And
Sheriff will be back tomorrow.
I'll try to.
Tomorrow.
Huh?
Tomorrow. Sheriff will be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I tell him, I say, I say you're the big shot there. You got the guts, the glory, and all the personality for it. And I take a swig of the whiskey, and I overly grimace like, "Oh man, this is some strong stuff," and I put the bottle back down.
Cool.
No, he says, I got full confidence in you, kid.
Which approach do you want to roll to try and talk him into to persuade him?
I'm trying to
basically
outwit him, so I'm being clever.
Clever.
And
Okay.
hopefully I'll be able to
He's also half drunk, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna give you a 1.
Okay.
An average difficulty. It won't be hard.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Because you're role playing it really well too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any aspects I can even think about invoking just in case. But okay. All right.
So it's a +1 difficulty.
Okay. Holy sheesh, man.
Wow, those are some horrible rolls.
Yeah, and I don't have, like I said, I don't really have any aspects that I can use.
What about your heart of gold? Tarnished.
Nah.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. No, I don't think. I think I better wait for the sheriff to come.
So that's
I'll let him decide.
2-2. Yeah, that's a yeah. Okay, all right. I tried. I couldn't get that out of him. Okay.
Yeah, I'll wait for Sheriff Corby to get back tomorrow, and then he can decide. I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
And he takes a swig off the whiskey.
All right. Okay. I shrug and say, okay. What?
I'll kind of nod, kind of call Mal over to me.
Yeah.
Once he gets, if you're trying to get Bart out, as I whisper, all you need to do is let the deputy finish that bottle, and then we can walk in and just take him out.
All right.
Or maybe another bottle, or maybe some type of drinking contest.
I laugh and I slap Johnny on the back, and I go, "Now I know why you're my you're my buddy, what? Okay. Well, since it's your idea, I'm glad I'm glad you came up with that idea. And I pull a chair over towards the deputy, and yeah, I didn't think about that. I pull over a chair to the deputy, and I wave Johnny towards the chair and and sit him down next to the kid. And I find another glass and put it in front of Johnny. And no, I don't do that. 'Cause you don't drink at all. I know you can't do that. Okay. I say I slap the deputy on the back, and I say, Johnny, how about you go grab another bottle for us, and I'll wait here and keep the kid company.
Oh,
Okay,
wow. Do you want to play cards?
Nah. That's for babies. I got a better idea.
What? Okay, I'm interested.
I'll pour him a drink, and I'll pour me one, and I'll say
I'll leave the scene.
Okay.
I'm going to get another
bottle.
Bottle, yeah.
I'll start talking. I'll go, so kid, how long have you been a deputy? And I kind of wave the glass towards him, and I'll take a swig of the, I empty the glass.
Well, Sheriff made me a full-fledged deputy last year on my 18th birthday.
Ah, okay. And I'll kind of squint at him and lean in, and I'll say, yeah, I can tell you look like you're about 18 with that peach fuzz on his chin, And I'll say, I bet all the ladies are chasing after you.
My name's Curtis, by the way.
Oh yeah, Curtis. Okay, Curtis, I think I've heard about you.
Really?
Yeah, I think I heard the sheriff say something about you, like you're the best deputy he's ever had, or something like that.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Here, have another drink.
Well, I guess the last deputy's dead and all. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I am the best. He plans a drink.
All right, I want to try to create an advantage called what do I want to call it? Let's call it friendly banter.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And I guess I'll once again, I'm trying to be clever about it, and basically what I'm doing is to get them drunk enough to maybe first of all give me some information, and then B, as Johnny suggested, maybe during this this kind of drinking contest, we can see if I can outlast him, and maybe he'll fall out, or I'll fall out, and if I fall out by the time Johnny comes back, maybe he can pick up the pieces or something.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Go ahead and are you gonna roll clever again, or you got?
Yeah, I'm still trying to be clever about it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you another difficulty 1 because
I don't know.
He's already kind of lubricated a bit. He's loosened up and.
I haven't been doing too good. Well, okay, so that will. I'm telling you, man, that'll be a 1. So
a 1?
tie, create an advantage. I get a boost, and that's it. So I don't create the advantage. I just get a boost. Oh yeah, I get it.
Right.
Okay, I get it. It's a boost. Okay. So a single use of the aspect. Okay. So while we're drinking and talking there, I'll kind of
same name. We're gonna call it friendly banter.
Yeah, it's just a boost. Yeah, but let it keep the same name. I'll ask him. I'll kind of turn towards Bart in the cell there, and I'll kind of give him the salute, with the glass, and I'll take a swig, and I'll say, so deputy. I'm sorry, what was his name? Curtis.
Curtis, yeah.
Curtis, yeah. I'll say, so Curtis. I'll say, what do you know anything about some guy called Mooney around these parts?
Mad Mooney? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's him.
You have to know anything about him.
Yeah, pretty nice guy, huh?
Look, you're strangers in town. You don't even know about him.
I'll point towards the poster on the wall in the office.
Yeah, he's a bad man. Very dangerous.
Okay. It seems like the sheriff's been in no rush to bring this guy to justice. You know why that may be?
Well, I can think of a few reasons. Yeah, Mooney's dangerous. He killed the last sheriff.
Oh, okay. So if he killed the last sheriff, then why doesn't this sheriff get a posse going and bring him to justice? He and his guys. And I kind of look at Bart.
Well, the last sheriff had a posse too, but Mooney's posse was bigger and badder.
Oh wow. Okay. Hmm.
Better leave Mooney alone.
Yeah. Right. Now I'm thinking we better. Uh.
All right, adventure's over. We give up.
So.
No, yeah, they lynched Sheriff Albright right in the middle of town.
Oh
In
wow.
front
What?
of everybody.
Wow is right.
And
That's
no one called the federales.
right. The marshal didn't get word of this. The federal marshal.
I don't know anything about that. I've never met the marshal.
Obviously not. Um.
I mean, I was
Okay.
only 15.
Oh. Okay. Uh.
Just barely a man.
So is it true that I hear that this guy, pointing towards Bart, is one of Mooney's in Mooney's posse, one of his boys?
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody, and you hear, as you say that, you hear Bart's like kind of clears up really loud, like, he said, well, yeah, that's the rumor, mister.
Okay. So then it probably doesn't matter whether or not I press charges against him or not. He's gonna walk free, right?
What do you mean? He's a bad guy.
But if he's one of Mooney's guys, then the sheriff surely isn't gonna do anything to upset Mooney, right?
Well, I don't know. Man, you're right. Maybe. Oh, man, do you think Mooney's going to come after me?
Yes.
I scoot back in my chair. I say, man, I say you may be right. I say, are you married?
No, sir, not yet, but I mean, I'm kind of sweet on a girl.
I take my hat off, and I put it on the desk there, and I shake my head. Boy, it sure would be a shame for this girl that you got eyes for suddenly looks up and sees your body being taken through the middle of the street on the Undertaker's wagon. That would be a shame.
I can't do that to Genevieve. He gets up and he starts fumbling for the keys.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. I stand up and
He
I put
opens
my
a
hand.
drawer in the desk and he pulls out
Mhm.
he hands you a gun belt. He says,
What?
here. He
Okay.
says, that's his effects.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. Okay, I put it on my shoulder.
I'm releasing him into your custody, okay?
Okay, sure. All right.
All right. And so he goes and unlocks the door and he says, Bart Crane, you're free to go. And he's all like nervous and shaking. And
Hmm. Okay.
Bart just kind of stands there for a minute looking at you.
And I click, click, pull the hammer back on the gun. I say, "Come on, Bart, you better do what the kid says. You know what's good for you."
And he walks out, kind of looks at the kid and chuckles.
Hmm.
And he
Okay.
says, son, you done fucked up. You're
Uh-oh,
screwed any way it goes.
I'm glad Johnny isn't here. Okay.
He says, what'd you say that girl's name was? Genevieve?
Uh-oh. Man, well, he's yeah, Black Bart is right.
He says,
All right,
I'll see you around, kid.
that's enough. Enough yapping. Come on. Get.
He walks out with you.
I kick him in the seat, get. Come on. And
Where are you
out the
taking
front
him?
door.
Taking him out the front door?
Yeah.
I'll say as you
Yeah.
take him out the front door just as Johnny's coming back with the other bottle.
Okay.
I was like, hey, what? What's going on here?
I laugh and I say,
What's this all about?
I say, we don't need that, Johnny. You can drink it. And I start heading back towards the inn or the whatever.
What's your game? Where are you taking me? We gonna settle this like men?
Stop your yapping and keep walking. And I turn to Johnny and I shrug, like now what?
Oh yeah. Big man with a gun on an unarmed man.
uh,
They teach you that
well,
in the army?
All right.
Hey now.
Yeah, right. I stop right there, in the street and whip him around, and I tell him, I say, you better go tell your boss that we're coming for him at dawn, and we're gonna haul his ass back here to collect a bounty on him, dead or alive, preferably dead. And I say, ain't no yellow sheriff, gonna be around here to stop us. The kid's scared shitless, so he's not gonna be any kind of problem. and you'll have your chance to put your medal where your mouth is.
He looks at you, and he looks at over Johnny. He says, "Man," he says, "well, you definitely have me at the disadvantage, mister. Not much I can argue with you on there. It's a shame. I'd like to see what you could do on your own without the help of your friends.
I say,
I
don't
reckon
worry.
I'll be seeing you again soon.
Okay. Okay.
Give Lady my regards."
I tell you, I tell you, I tell you.
He turns and
All right,
starts to walk away.
I'll say, who is Laney?
Lane's the whore.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laney.
Oh, I'm sorry, the nice woman we met.
Yes. Okay. Laney Cofield.
Yeah.
Caulfield.
Okay, so we got him to go contact Mooney. So when he comes back with his militia, then what? Or do you want to follow this guy, or what do you want to do?
Well, I have tricks of the trade,
Okay.
so I can track him if he goes.
Deontay?
Yeah, I hope I can track him, but I should be able to track him without him knowing. So we should let him go, and then I can just track him.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Or we can shadow him now. It's nighttime now, right?
It's approaching dark, yeah.
Okay. Or we can just follow him from a distance.
The sun
Let's
is
do
getting
that.
low in the sky. The sky is getting that kind of orangey reddish color to it.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So you guys
So-
are track him?
Yeah. We'll follow him.
On foot?
No.
Oh,
Is
you're
he
just
on-
blatantly following him, are you?
No.
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 We have to
'Cause
remain.
he's gonna ride, so if we don't ride, we'll lose him, I'm sure. Right? I don't know how far Mooney is outside of town, but I'm sure he's not gonna walk there.
Yeah, but if we're riding, if he catches sight of us, he'll stop, and it'll be more difficult for us to follow him on foot.
So then just track
I
him.
mean, we can track him.
We can let him get, so far a lead on us and then track him.
Yep, that sounds.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and give me a quick tracking kind of check? I guess whatever approach you want to use for it, and
All right, because I was.
don't you?
Say again.
You have a stunt for.
Yep. Because I was trained by Dr. Albrecht, I get +2 to cleverly overcome an opponent's ability to hide or evade me tracking them. So
Excellent.
I will cleverly.
I'm just going to give you. I'll give you 2, a fair difficulty.
Anything wrong?
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. I am going to spend a fate point. Well, actually, yeah, I'll spend a fate point to re-roll, and I will. I'm a bounty hunter, so tracking is what I do. So
Yep.
I'll track this guy, and let that be a. That would be a 2. That would be a 202. All right, I'm not going to re-roll. Instead, I'm going to invoke that for the +2.
mm-hmm.
So that would turn that. No, I need to re-roll.
Okay.
I need to.
Yeah, what's your?
Clever. So that would be 0, and then I
Okay,
get 2.
yeah.
Actually, no, I'll get a 4. I would get a 4 if I just invoked it for a +2. So I'll invoke it to.
What's
get
your clever? Your clever's at 0, or
My
your
clever's at 2. It's at 2. So,
Oh yeah, I would give you 4
yeah.
total. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be a 4 total. So that's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll let that stand.
Yep, because you might actually roll worse. So that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to track him on up. You guys will ride well into the night. You actually have to go. You have to slow down when it starts to get dark, just to make sure you can keep his track. It's kind of hard to track him at night. You're gonna have to move real slow. So by the time you get up into the mountains and to the cave mouth, it's going to be getting pretty late in the night, very dark. Lots of stars in the sky. Although the clouds are starting to roll in. And you come to this huge cave mouth in the side of this mountain. And you can hear the sounds of horses within. You can smell the horses. You can see a little bit of light inside.
You said we can smell the horses. Do we see the horses?
If you get up close enough, you will be able to, yes.
Okay, I won't move in because I believe that this is kind of Mal's wheelhouse of, you say you're a scout, right? What did you say you were?
Yeah, you know I'm a scout. Yeah.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were
No, I'm just
cavalry
kidding.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
scout of the cavalry. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cavalry scout.
Okay. So you would be better suited to probably go ahead. I don't know if you have any stunts for sneaking and doing stuff like that, but I'll say up ahead we should see how many horses there are. That'll give us a gauge of how many men they have there.
Okay. All right. So I'll dismount Matilda and tie her to some shrubs that are out there.
Okay.
And tie her to a tumbleweed, and I'll crouch and move slowly up the trail to the mouth of the cave, I guess, and try to sneakily get in there. Sorry, I said it, but yeah, I'll stealth in there to try to see what I can see
Okay.
without being detected.
Go ahead and give me a roll for your sneak.
Okay, and because I was a 9th Cavalry Scout, I get +2 while I sneakily
Okay. This
avoid
will be difficulty
avoid
3.
notice. Oh wow, okay.
Trying to avoid detection. And there is a lookout.
Oh wow, man, this is horrible. Okay,
Wow.
so
I told you, bait roller.
You're
yeah, I
fired.
know. Right, I'm fired. What's my? Well, I got a 3. I ended up getting a 3.
You got 3, so that's a tie, right? Which means in an overcome situation, if you tie,
That's a tie.
You could succeed at a cost, a
you
minor
can
cost.
succeed at a minor cost.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll have to do that then, because I don't want to be detected.
I gotta think of what
So
it could
as
be
I creep
possible.
in through the shadows, is Johnny behind me or no?
Sure, I'm with you.
Okay. As I creep up, kind of like maybe.
I'm sneaky too. I'm just not as sneaky as you are because I don't have any.
So
aspects.
I'll say you're
he,
leading him in anyway, yeah.
we'll say he's as if he had his hand on my shoulder. That's about how far behind me he is, So he's basically right there. And as I come up the path, you can kind of hear the crunch of the stones kind of beneath our feet, every once in a while. But because I'm very confident in my abilities, or actually our abilities, I'm pretty sure that we're still golden. So as we come around a bend in the trail of the cave, what do we see?
Yep, as you come
I don't
around,
know how far I can
you
keep
can
going.
see like there's a kind of a makeshift semi-natural stables established in here. You see about a dozen horses tied off in there. You also see a guy sitting in a chair in front of a little small kind of like, I wouldn't call it a bonfire, more of a campfire anyway, a smaller one. He's kicked back there. He looks like he's chewing on some tobacco. He's got a rifle slung across his lap. He's facing towards the mouth of the cave. So he's actually kind of facing your direction, but he's not looking at you at the moment.
Okay. Do we have to travel through the
There's only one way in, yeah.
the congregation of horses? Okay, and keep going. Okay. All right.
No, the horses are kind of off to the side.
Oh, they are?
But
Okay.
you'd have to kind of go in past him to get further into the system.
I will stop. Is there like a minimum amount house? Are there lanterns in here or
There
torches?
are several lanterns, actually. Yeah, you see off to
Okay.
one side of him there.
Okay.
None of them are lit at the moment. They're oil lanterns.
Okay. And you said they are or are not lit?
They are not lit at the moment, no.
They're not. Okay.
He's got this campfire in front of him. He's got lighted up.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So
There's maybe half a dozen of those lanterns you see.
okay. So in the outreach of the flickering campfire, I point out the lone figure to Johnny, who I'm sure has already seen him,
Mhm.
and I draw my finger across my. Actually, I perform a throwing motion, trying to mimic Johnny's tomahawk.
Okay.
Okay. And I will try to create. Actually, I'll try to create an advantage of ambush or sneak attack. Or
Okay.
try to do that first with my action if I can.
You can go ahead and roll that. I'm going to give that a difficulty of 4.
All right. So can this count under my general knowledge of being a cavalry scout and everything?
Sure.
Can I use that? Yep. Okay. All right. So I can get a +2 to carefully create advantages with my knowledge of stuff like that. Okay.
Cool.
So, okay. So let me try it and see. Man, I don't think I've rolled too many pluses. Okay, so
I haven't seen you roll any pluses.
Yeah, that will give me a so +2 to what did I say? Carefully. Okay, so that'll give me a 3.
Okay, it's not going to be good enough.
Okay.
I told you it's difficulty 4. You can spend fate points if you want, though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
That's why I have to tell you what you're up against.
I'll spend a fate point to invoke my drifting ex-scout of the 9th Cavalry to give me a 5. So that'll
do it then. That'll create the.
So I get 1 free invoke.
With 1 free invoke, and it is called what? Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. That was my
attack with 1 free invoke. Sorted.
Okay.
So I presume, the guys, we don't have to initiate towards that combat. So what do you want to do then, Johnny White Crow?
And he's alone, right?
He is the only one you see, yes.
Okay, I am going to toss one of my tomahawks through the half light at him, and hopefully I can take him out quietly.
Okay. Go for it. Give me a roll. Okay. I'm just going to, because he's kind of surprised at the moment, he's kicked back in the chair, I'm just going to roll his defense at 0.
Okay. Can I use your sneak attack? Okay. So I'll...
Yes, please.
Well, let me see if...
See if you need it first, yeah.
So I got a 1 plus, I guess this is sneaky, what I'm doing, which would be a 3. So that'll be a 3.
Okay, you're going to succeed with style.
Okay. So the boost, well...
Go ahead, yeah, use them. Try to see if you can take them out.
Do you want to do the boost, or do you want to go for full
damage? I'm not going to do the boost. I need the damage.
Go for full damage?
So
that's 3 shifts plus 1 for the tomahawk?
Yes.
So it's 4 shifts. That's enough. That takes him out. So go ahead and describe it.
Okay, so the tomahawk flies through the air and thuds on the side of his neck near his carotid artery, and he tries to give out a yell, but it turns into a gurgle as he clutches his throat and blood spurts out, and he drops down, his eyes knowing that death is coming for him.
Excellent. Very good.
Okay, so that worked. So at that, I will kind of rise up and still in the crouch, but I'm not really trying to be stealthy at this point. I kind of move quickly over to the body and maybe see if I can drag it, maybe into some shadows or something.
I'll put my hand up and I'll search the body and see if it has any keys or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, no keys actually. No, he's got a little flask of whiskey. It's half empty. He's got some chewing tobacco, a pouch of chewing tobacco. He's got the rifle, and he's got about 20 extra rounds for it. The rifle, geez, I'm trying to think of the time period.
Remington.
How many
Yeah,
rounds
that's
can
what
you
I was
run through the
thinking.
hole at a time? Maybe 6?
Remington Colt. What?
Yeah.
Rifle?
Yeah, I guess so.
No,
Yeah.
they have like the not the pump action, but
Repeaters or.
the no, it's the handle cock rifles.
That's fine.
Bolt
Whatever.
action?
No, not the
No,
bolt action, not like a 30-06 or something like that, but
you
it's
actually put the bullets in there, right? And then
yeah,
you can.
Okay.
right, and you
Yeah.
chamber
Anyway,
them by
so
cocking.
he's got his rifle there and some extra ammo for it. He's got a pistol as well. It's 6-shooter.
I will take a
It's some
handful of
bullets.
the rifle rounds
Mhm.
and just put them in my pouch or whatever.
Sure, in your
Just
ammo
a
belt
handful.
or whatever you got.
Yeah, just a handful. Yeah.
Okay.
Your evil pouch.
All right.
The bag of holding. Right.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. And you guys can ditch his body into like one of the hay piles or something. I mean, they've got a bunch of hay there that they use to feed the horses and stuff too. So.
Okay.
Stash them. Okay. Yeah, that's what quite.
I will point towards the horses, and then point towards the cave entrance, and well, I guess that we don't have to do that. I can whisper to Johnny. I'll say, should we get rid of their horses?
Yeah, we should cut them loose in case we have to make a run for it.
Cut them loose and chase them out.
Yeah,
Well,
okay, we have to do it quietly, and so we have to kind of
How about okay, all right.
Slapping them on the ass with a tomahawk.
Yeah. I can if you want to keep watch. How many horses are there, Ian? By the way, 20.
A dozen. There was a dozen.
Oh, wow.
Not 12.
Okay. All right. I'll gather them. They're not saddled or anything, right?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. Are there reins on them though? Can I still gather them by their reins, or
Yeah,
are they just
sure.
Okay. All right. So if Johnny can keep watch,
the saddles are off in a pile over on one side of the cavern,
Okay. If Johnny can keep watch, I'm gonna gather them or attempt to gather them and try to lead them out.
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay. Johnny, what are you doing?
I am going to create an advantage called Overwatch,
Okay.
so that I am looking around, and I am doing that. I'm being very careful.
I'm going to have you roll that at a 3.
Okay. That's not one of my better approaches. And I got a 0.
Okay.
So I fail. So I'm looking around. I think I'm in an Overwatch, but I'm not doing a very good job of it. I'm not a exceptionally careful guy. So, my attention kind of wanders and wanes, and, I think I see a spirit or a light or something here, and my attention kind of,
Okay.
vacillates.
Go ahead and make another careful roll. This is going to be at a fair, just at a +2.
Oh, that's not good. Stop with the careful. I failed that.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So as he's leading some of the horses out, he's got to lead them bit by bit. He can't lead them all at once. And you're kind of looking over in his direction. And all of a sudden you hear, "What? Who are you?"
Oh.
And you turn and look back down the cavern, and you see 2 guys there reaching for pistols. And it's going to be a combat scenario. So I guess we're going to roll initiative, although you're probably going to win.
Are they further up deeper in the cave?
Yeah, they're deeper in the cave. They're coming from within.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's still not good, because as soon as the pow starts, our element of surprise is over.
There's only
Sorry,
2
I
of
got
them,
that.
but yeah.
All right, I got a 4 rather.
What
Okay,
are we
you've
rolling?
got initiative. So,
okay. All right.
you've actually got the initiative, despite the fact that they kind of
Came in.
snuck up on you in a way. They didn't deliberately. They just walked up and were like, "What? Who the fuck are you?"
All right, I will.
You're not Ezekiel.
I'll let loose my tomahawk as it flies, catching the light, and glinting off of it, and it's going to bury itself in the lead guy's chest
Okay.
and knock him back.
Give us a roll.
All right. Let's see here. Clear. Oh no!
Wow!
Your turn now.
Wow!
Oh my god! All right,
You
so
got no fate point to spend, so.
amazingly, that is a that's a -1. So
Okay, I rolled a 0 on his defense anyway, so he just kind of
God.
sidesteps, and it goes right by.
And he laughs at my ineptitude.
Well,
Everyone laughs at my
not yet.
ineptitude.
Who's gonna go next?
I need Mal to go next.
Okay, Mel.
How far did I get with these horses trying to gather them together? And
You've got about
Because that
half
would
of
be
them
tough.
out so far.
okay, all right. Well, what I'll do then is I'm going to, when I hear the "You're not Zeke," I hear that.
Mhm.
I turn around and I see Johnny whip his tomahawk and wildly
Into the
miss.
darkness.
Yeah, and those guys are bringing their weapons to bear.
You saw it.
I know, right? I know I've gotta be quick about this. So I will actually I will be yes I got to do it fast. So I wave my arms wildly and and start yelling, and then to accent this, I will toss the handful of bullets, rifle bullets that I picked up into the campfire,
Oh,
so that
shit.
the bullets start popping off. And all of this is what I'm doing is just I'm trying to intimidate or scare the horses to have them charge towards the two guys up the path. The remaining 6 or how many horses that I didn't get a
Okay.
chance to get. So I don't know how you want to do
What
it.
bunch are you using anyway?
Well, I was trying to do it quickly.
Quickly.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna give you a 3 on this difficulty.
Okay.
It's pretty complicated maneuver, but yeah.
Okay. And I may.
And there's a good
invoke-
chance that the horses might go in the wrong direction. So
well, if I have to,
that's why I'm gonna make it. That's why I'm gonna make it a 3.
Okay, if I have to, I'm going to invoke my. Actually, you know what? It may be smarter of me to possibly create an advantage of exploding ammunition, and then
What
try
is
to
it
do
doing?
it.
Are you trying to distract them?
No, I'm
Are
trying
you-
to scare. I'm trying to scare the horses. Well, okay, here. Let's think about this for a quick second. Sorry, Ian. What I ultimately want to do is I want to use the horses to attack those guys. That's what
Right.
I ultimately
And
want
that's
to
the
do.
tricky thing, especially since the campfire is between the horses and them.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because they're
Okay.
coming
I
from
wasn't
deep
aware of
within the
that.
cave. The campfire is
Okay.
where the guy was sitting sentry, and
Okay.
then the horses were off to one side.
So then it wouldn't be smart of me to throw the bullets into the campfire. So forget about that. So
Okay.
if I want to scare the horses so that they attack the gunmen, is that something that I can actually do in one action? Or
Sure.
okay. So
It's like you know,
okay.
it's hurting. You know, you're
Okay.
trying to hurt them in that
Okay.
direction.
All right. Cool. Okay. All right. So you say I had a target number still of 3, right?
Yeah, so give me a 3. Yep.
Okay, so I'm quickly trying to do this, and I'll try to invoke my high concept if I need to,
If you
saying
need
that
to.
since I've worked around horses and everything, I kind of know, I'll do it like that. So let's see if I can roll better than Jim's last roll. And I do. So that
You
will
could
be
roll worse.
yeah, that will be a 4.
Oh yeah.
And actually, I will go ahead and invoke my ex-scout of the 9th Cavalry to give me a 6.
Oh, it's succeed with style. Very good.
Yeah.
And what's the so you succeed with style, you get to create a
So is that an advantage, or am I doing a direct attack, or what am I doing? That's what I was trying to get at. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you decide, because I really don't have a direct idea, but I'm just curious what you.
Well, you did it. We did it yesterday.
What did we do? I can't remember.
No, we'll call it an advantage. So I'll give you 2 free invokes on it.
Okay, so Stampede will be the advantage then.
That's a very good one.
Stampede horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh? Okay. Oh,
right,
sneak attack. Was the sneak attack used, wasn't it?
Yeah, if it doesn't matter anymore, it's gone.
Yeah,
It's
sneak
an
attack.
aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're no longer sneaking, really.
Yeah, that was for the first entry. That's fine. Okay, so Stampede goes running in, charges the two guys, like, oh, what? And instead of reaching for their pistols, they have to jump to the side to avoid getting trapped by the horses and go charging past them.
Okay, there you go. Okay. So it's their action anyway. So.
And so for their actions, basically, they're dodging out of the way, rolling up, and just trying to get back to their feet and regain their bearings.
Okay.
So we'll say that. Then, since they went first at the end of that round, or went last at the end of that round, sorry, they get to choose who goes first in the next round. So they'll choose themselves.
Those bastards. They're so evil.
Of course they would.
So they're going to drop pistols and shoot. One at each of you.
Is there any like cover or anything in here that
the horses?
Yeah, there's hay bales and stuff like that. So.
Okay, I'm gonna like try to make my way and jump behind some cover.
You should actually create a situational, an environmental aspect that you're in. What's the word I want to use here?
Well, it's kind of shadowy, isn't it, because of the one campfire?
Shadowy caverns. Shadowy cavern.
Because it's never good when you're shooting and you're just standing there.
There we go.
Bad things.
Okay. Here we go. So one of them will shoot at one of you, the other will shoot at the other. They'll say. These guys aren't as good as they're not named, so I'm gonna give them a +1. So I got a +1 against you, Jim.
All right, I am going to jump behind a hay bale hauling ass, as only I can do.
Yep.
And
revolver goes off.
I'm trying to regroup myself over near where Mal is as well, so we could at least be together if we die.
Hold me, Mal.
Not that, or not.
All right, that's a 4. So.
Oh yeah, you succeed with style.
All right, so
you get to create a boost as well.
I create a boost. So the boost is going to be that one of their errant shots hit a lantern, and now the straw, the hay, there's a small fire starting. So
small hay fire.
Small hay fire. So since it's a boost, it's not going to turn into a raging inferno or anything else like that,
no,
unless someone can foment its increasing this. So there you go.
The other one is firing at David.
I was like, get down!
And that's also a +1.
Get to the chopper.
So I will flashily grab onto the mane of one of the stampeding horses and use the horse's body as a shield. And,
you villain!
And do that.
No one attacks horses. You're a cavalryman. I'm going to invoke. I'm going to compel your cavalryman this. You would never do that. You are one with your horse.
You suck, dude. You're right. That's true.
I don't have a fate point.
Okay, well, screw you then.
Oh, but you could recommend it, and I could.
But you're still a bastard for doing that.
Wow. Well, okay, I would have to take it because that is. Well, I don't have to, but I will. Okay, so I don't do that. I think to do that, and then I shake my head and change my mind because that would have been cool. But instead of that, I will leap onto the back of the horse then.
Okay.
And do I? I mean,
and you're like riding this charging horse further into the.
I don't know. Hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I stand on really trying to do. Right.
Stand on the back of 2 horses.
All I'm really trying to do is avoid it. So, but see, okay, all right. Well, how about man? I can't even use my advantage, man. You guys are screwing me up.
What advantage?
The stampeding horses. I was just gonna use a boost for cover. So
You use the stampeding horses to
to
throw their
distract them.
game
There you
off.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll have one of the horses kind of, if needed, kind of bump and jostle the guy, as he's shooting. Okay, so I guess I will.
Killer?
Uh, I
Animal
don't know.
murderer?
If I shut up. If I guess I would have to just I don't know. Try not to revert to quickly doing everything. I just duck down, and so I'll
Go
careful. There you go. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll carefully try to avoid his gunfire. Okay, it's kind of tough. So he's got a 1.
Yeah.
So I got a 3 to defend against that.
Okay.
But I may as well go ahead and use one of those free invokes to have, like I said, one of the horses kind of jostle him.
Use the fire too if you need to. That's a boost. There's one invoke and then it's gone.
All right. So that'll.
You've succeeded with style anyway if you invoke the stampede.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I want to do so I can get a boost against him.
Okay,
and I'll just use the. What do I want to use? I'll
jostled
use
or something or.
I'll use jostle. That's fine. Yeah, jostle's fine. I don't want to. We always use off balance, so I'll use jostle. Same thing, but.
All right.
Stunned.
Okay.
Aghast.
Right. So that was them.
So that was their turn. So you're going to decide who's going to go next.
Did Johnny go? Johnny didn't go yet.
No, they went first.
Yeah, they went first, and I went. So Johnny.
So they're going to choose. You didn't go. That was just your defend action.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay. Yeah, right.
I didn't go either.
No,
exactly. So they're going to choose. I will choose Mal. Why not? Go Mal.
Okay. All right. So so the guy's shot goes wild, and he's kind of jostled to the side. So I will move in closer, and I will leap flashily over towards him to stab him with my knife, since I think any extra gunfire may bring too much attention to us. So I leap and try to get him. Hey, okay, so because I got that I still have that boost hanging around there, which I really need. I'm going to use that and say that that'll give me a +2, right?
Yep.
So that'll give me a what do I have? I say a flashly. Wow, man. So that'll give me a +1. That's it.
Okay. Yep, but he got a 0 on his defense. So.
Okay. All right. So I do 2 to him.
I actually should have rolled his defense before you started spending points, but that's fine. You needed it anyway. So.
Okay. So I do 2.
So that'll do 2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That'll give him some stress.
Okay.
Okay. So you slash his clothes.
Yep. Leap on top of him, give him a slash, and see what happens.
So you knifed him?
Yeah, I knifed him. Yeah.
Is the other guy? So are there still 2?
Yes.
Yeah, there's still 2 of them.
Okay.
And it's your turn, Johnny.
All right. I'm going to produce my pistole, and I'm kind of behind some hay bales. I'm going to take aim and squeeze off some shots while Mal has them engaged in melee. He doesn't have both engaged. He only has one, right?
Yeah, he only has one of them engaged. The other one is free.
Okay. And what is the free guy doing? Is he looking at Mal?
To level his pistol at the back of Mal's head.
Okay. I will take aim and fire at him. I'll say, Mal, look out! Oh!
Wow, there you go. Let me roll his defense.
Because my careful sucks. My careful is 0, so that's a 3. Come on, do something.
Oh, I got a 4.
You should have used up those boosts laying around. Why?
Wait, I do have a boost. The boost of the fire, right?
Stop, Joe.
You got the small hay fire,
Yeah, the small hay fire.
and there's also one on
So
the stampede still.
the small. So as I fire at him, and he attempts to dodge, he unfortunately moves into the area where the small hay fire is.
Okay.
So that bumps me up to a 5.
Okay. So and he got a 4, so that's 1 shift.
So he takes 2
Wow.
stress. So he gets a hot foot. He doesn't get shot. He avoids my shot, but he takes a little fire damage.
Yeah,
So
let's say he catches the sleeve of his shirt on fire.
okay,
And he's shaking it out.
shake it off.
So that's the end of that round. Who goes next?
He can go firearm. Fuego
Okay.
Arma.
So he's gonna still take a shot, although he's gonna take a shot at you now. And I'm gonna take 1. I'm gonna give him a -1 since he's got his sleeve on fire.
Okay, I'm gonna duck down.
That's a -2.
Oh,
Terrible.
hey, I can
You
get
could roll worse, technically.
I can
Likely.
that's a 4.
Yeah, okay. You succeed with style. So he horribly misses you.
Okay,
He's
so
really frightened with his one sleeve on fire. He's trying to pat it out while he's trying to shoot you at the same time.
all right, so I'll get a boost, right?
Yes,
Do I
you
get a
will.
boost? All right, the Stampede has 1 free invoke on it,
It
right?
does.
All right, can I have his errant shots agitate the horses more to add 1 more invoke to that Stampede? So now it has 2 invokes.
Sure, why not?
Okay, here we
Let's see,
go.
go through that and a boost. So yeah, the stampede's getting worse. So the horses didn't charge down the hall like you expected. They charged in, they bounced off the guys. Now they're kind of running around almost in circles,
Okay, all right. Fair
causing
enough.
massive chaos.
You're the horse whisperer. Get your I know horses on and take control.
So now what happened? Now Fire Sleeve what's his
Oh
situation?
yeah, so that was his attack. So the other guy gets his attack then too. And since you charged up to him, let's see. He had a pistol. You charged in and slashed at him with a knife. Oh, you can still use a pistol at point blank range. Yeah, he can try. He's gonna try to shoot. He's gonna try.
That's a good try.
+3.
That's a very good try.
Okay. So I will quickly. Actually, yeah. I guess so. I'll quickly try to avoid his. I'll avoid his shot. By. Actually, no. I'll try to. What I'm imagining is I'll try to entangle him. To get in closer to him so that he has a tougher time of shooting me. So I think that's probably more.
Forceful.
Okay, sure. I'll go with that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll just kind
First
of
thing comes to my
move
mind.
in closer and actually, try to grapple with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Force your position.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm envisioning in my mind, and that will give me a
Hey,
2.
it's your first plus
And
on that.
right, that'll give me a 2, and I'll stick with that 2.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he got a 3.
I know. Yeah, I'll stick with that.
Okay, so that's two stress.
Okay.
Okay. And of course, yeah, it was another scene, so your 3 stress from before was gone, right? Of course. So.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so then they choose who goes next. Okay, well, the only person left to go is you, Mal, right? No. They started the run. That's right.
Yeah,
Mal. Yeah.
it's us.
We'll go Johnny. Go Johnny.
All right, so we've got flame arm, and I see Mal is in melee with
Mal's trying to
the
grapple
other
with a
guy,
guy who's shooting at him with a pistol. Yeah.
and I am going to be a dirty bastard, and I'm going to since the guy that Mal is wrestling around with has his back to me, I'm going to put a round in his back. Pow!
Go for it.
All right, I'll say that's sneaky, right?
Yep, sounds good.
Got a 1.
I got a 1. You tied.
All right, so as my bullet goes whizzing past him, I get a boost, and he's momentarily distracted by the bullet that whizzes past his head. So there you go, Mal.
Okay.
You should only
Use
have
that
one
distraction.
invoke left, right?
Huh?
Say again?
And Pete should only have one invoke left, I think, right? You used one.
Stampede still has one more, and
Cool, got it. So,
yeah, that's it. All right.
Distracted's a boost. Yep.
And then what are you yelling, Jim?
I tried to shoot your guy.
Yeah.
And,
did you put a
He's
boost on him or
distracted.
something?
He's saying he's
he's
distracted.
momentarily distracted. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, and the guy. Okay. All right. So I'll take that as his concentration breaks for a moment, and I see my opening, and I thrust the Bowie knife into his gizzards. Hopefully.
He has gizzards.
He does now. So that will be forceful again.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be 3 total.
It's a success. I got a 2.
Okay, so I do 2 points of stress to him.
Is that using the boost you got a 3, or you had a 3 period?
No, that was 3 total with the boost. Yes, I used
with
the
boost. Distracted. Okay, so mark that off.
Yep.
So you do another stress of damage plus 1 for the knife. That's 2 stress. Oh, he hasn't taken any damage yet, has he? So
I don't think
2
so.
stress. No. Okay.
Okay, so I went last.
You did?
So yes, so I will go first.
Okay.
And I will attempt to finish this guy off. So as I kind of slice the front of his shirt, his linen shirt, with the knife, I will kind of turn and with some more momentum, I will actually, here's what I'll do. I will...
As you're deciding,
yes.
you hear this horrible, ungodly screaming coming from deep within the cavern.
Uh-oh.
It sounds like a cacophony of voices all screaming at once.
Mm-hmm.
And it carries on for an unnatural length of time. Like normally, you would scream and then you run out of breath and stop. But this just seems to go on for, like it goes on for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Just keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to call it cacophony of anguish.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So it's screaming, moaning, it's pain.
Okay.
It just keeps going. So sorry, go ahead. What were you going to do this
No,
time?
no, that's quite all right. So as I am thrusting my Bowie knife, trying to gut this guy, actually I am bumped into by one of the horses. But in my situation, it merely it adds to the thrust of my knife.
Strength to your thrust. That's interesting. Go for it.
So let's see what happens. So
this will be the last free.
man, okay, so that'll be a 2, and I'll go ahead and invoke it. So that'll be a 4 total.
Right. And I rolled his defense, did I? No, I didn't yet.
No.
This time. Okay.
You got a 4?
Yeah, total.
He's got a 1, so you succeed this time.
Oh wow.
So that's you're gonna just go with the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you finish it. Tell me how he dies.
okay, so since the horse bumped into me, my knife goes even deeper, and I actually come out on the backside.
Oh god.
I guess it was like a liver shot, So I didn't have to go through his spine or nothing, but the knife.
You don't have a saber? Where's your saber?
I thought about it, but I didn't. So I just do a ugly side, just a really nasty, vicious, not a clean wound at all.
Evisceration.
The guy kind of whimpers, and his legs just collapse underneath him and fold up. Yeah, and he goes down.
He is done. Who's next?
Yeah. So I will let I better let the next guy go, because he hasn't been. Has he been wounded at all? Flame sleeve. Has he been wounded? Okay, yeah.
He's been distracted and all kinds of things, but he's never wounded.
I better let him go.
And so, who does he want to shoot?
He knows who he wants to shoot.
It's the lamentation of the Flame Princess.
You're right. He does know who he wants. He wants to shoot the guy who just killed his partner.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. He fires horribly. Poor. -1.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So because of the well, it doesn't matter. Let me roll.
Cross with a fake one.
Yeah, let me roll. Roll. Clear roll. Ah, okay. So
Holy shit.
so that will I will it would just have been like a quick, like jump or whatever to get out of the way or sidestep. So that'll be a 5.
But you succeed with double style, basically.
So I'll get a boost on him. So I'll say because of all that caterwauling, that his nerves have been kind of shot, So he's just kind of freaking out. I don't know what to call it, but other than freaking out. So
Shot nerves.
or is it something that wouldn't freak him out? Has he heard it before? So then it wouldn't matter.
No, he's not.
Okay, yeah. So he's got shot nerves. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, then the only person left to go is Johnny.
All right, so the one guy is standing there with shot nerves.
Yeah.
Is he trying to? Does he look like he's ready to retreat or anything like that?
No, because he doesn't want to turn back and run towards that cacophony of anguish. But then the two of you are here, so he looks like he looks frightened but reserved to his fate. He has no choice but to try to kill you guys so he can get away.
Like a cornered animal.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's terrified. That's the number one thing you see on his face.
All right. I am going to, I was trained by Dr. Abraham Albrecht to be a bounty hunter, so I'm going to move in on him, behind him, because he has his attention on Mal, right? And I am going to smack him over the head with the pommel or the butt of my pistol to try to knock him out.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if we can. Wow, that's a 4. Anything I can invoke, David? Anything around?
He got a negative.
Not for free, but you still got the stampede going because the horses are just swirling around.
He got a -1 on his defense.
Okay, so that comes out to be a
And yeah,
5.
he could evoke the shot nerves for free if you wanted to.
Okay, so the -1 bumps me to a 5, and then the pistol gives me 1, so I do 6 shifts of stress to him. So I probably knock him in the noggin.
He's down. Falls unconscious.
I'll say that's how you do it. Stop playing about.
Well, maybe two more souls being on Death's dinner plate will be enough to stave it off for a while.
The noise, the chanting that I hear. Do we hear the chanting too, right?
Yeah, it's not chanting.
Well,
it's like screaming.
Cacophony
like I said, it's anguish, and it keeps going. It changes in timbre here and there. Like some voices drop out momentarily, other voices are added on, and then the other voice comes back. And
are they male, female, or other?
They sound male to you.
What the hell?
And you hear one voice, which is getting very close. That's doing the same. It's wailing and moaning, and it's getting closer.
Does it say Kalima will rule the world?
No.
Pretty soon, Kalima.
Johnny, what the hell is that?
I'll say it sounds like screaming. It could be the.
I would try to impersonate, but my daughter's sleeping, and I don't want to wake her.
It could be the boys with Annabelle LeMay.
Oh, we've got to get in there then. So because I've got a tarnished heart of gold. I gotta move for it.
Charging, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
As doing so, weapon in hand, you reload. Oh no, you never fired. You did fire, yeah?
No, not me. I didn't.
No, you didn't. Okay.
Use my knife.
Do you reload your weapon, Johnny?
I do, and I recover my other tomahawk as well.
So Mal, you're at the front because he's recovered his tomahawk and putting a few more rounds back in his pistol. You go around the corner and you hear that voice that was coming closer to you, the one that's just kind of screaming that over and over and over, just nonstop. And you see it is Bart Crane. And he's like staggering down the hall towards you, no weapon in hand. his head is his neck is stretched out at an unnatural length and angle practically. His mouth is open wider than it should, as if his jaw is dislocated. His head is lolling about on the neck, letting out this scream, with his hands outstretched towards you, moving towards you. And as he comes towards you, his chest bursts open, and 6 tentacles kind of come out of it and start flailing all around about him.
Oh, jeez.
And
There it
blood
is.
showers in every direction, and he continues to
It's
scream. And he moves towards you, and he's coming towards you. So
I was already freaked out just because his neck was stretched. You had to take it to the next level. Okay. All right.
we are going to roll for initiative.
Glory be! What in the heaven is that?
He's on a 3.
Praise our Lord.
And what am I using? What am I rolling for initiative? I forgot. Sorry.
Quick, probably.
Quick?
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Unless you can. Quickly, whatever it's
Oh
called.
wow, that's a 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got it. So you got it. You can act before he gets to you. He's coming towards you.
Okay, I see Bart, or what was
Black
supposed
Bart.
to be Bart, right, coming towards me, looking like nothing I've ever seen before, looking like a crawfish or something. And
oh, you know what he is.
right, what will I do? I'll pull out my pistols and yelling just as he is in fear in my case, and unload on him. You know. Yeah, because lead solves any debate.
I'm going to take out the stampede now, too, because the stampede
Okay,
is
yeah, it's gone, yeah.
The horses at this stage have probably left the caverns.
Wow.
I think the
Very smart.
as well. So,
And does he even look like he's even got an inkling of intelligence? Does he just look like his eyes wild or?
no.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Animal at this
He's
stage.
just gone.
I got a 1 on my defense for him.
Okay, so I'm trying to shoot forcefully, I would think, because I'm just trying to put him out of his misery. So that'll give me a 2, and then I'll invoke because lead solves any debate to bump that up to a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can succeed with style.
An attack. Okay. So how much do I get over?
How much? Oh, you got a 4, right? And
Yeah,
you rolled a
shot.
1.
Yeah. Oh,
So
okay.
you
So
do
3
3
over.
shifts.
Okay. 3 plus the 1 for the gun, so that's 4.
Actually, no. The weapon is not going to add any bonus against.
Oh,
this
it's
thing.
not. Oh, okay.
No, it has a resistance to firearms, weapons.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Can
Okay.
only be hit by +5 weapons.
Yeah. So to meta a little bit there, then. I will. Well, it seems like you're telling me the bullets don't seem to. Actually, you know what? That's
No,
fine.
you
I'll
wouldn't
leave
know
that.
that at this stage, really.
So I don't see it. It doesn't look like the bullets are slowing it down. Basically, is what you're saying. You know.
Yeah, that's what you're going to find after this shot. Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? I'll keep it as it is then. So I'll just. Okay. So that's all right. So I
That's
just shoot.
3 damage.
Okay. So 3 damage. Okay. So as I
Or do you
see,
want to make
like
it 2 damage and create a boost?
well, I'll do that next time
Okay.
after I figured out what kind
3
of see
damage.
what's going on.
Okay. The
So-
bullets hit it.
Mhm. Yep.
It just keeps moving towards you. And as you hit it, you know the bullet pounds through like one of the kind of tentacly things. There's like these weird polyp-like things at the base of the tentacles as well, sticking out of the holes in his chest. And it pierces through that, and you see like green ichor and red blood spray off out of it, but it just
Okay.
keeps moving towards you.
Okay, Ian. All right, that's good.
Alright.
Okay.
Who's
yeah.
next?
Let's let Bart go next, so Johnny can
You
see
get it
what
out the way.
happens so he can see what happens if he gets too close.
Okay, it's gonna attack you with its tentacles. Okay, I got a 2.
Okay, so I am going to try to quickly dodge to the side, out of the way, so that these slimy tentacles don't touch me. And I end up getting a 4.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you'll dodge aside.
Okay.
So it still kind of stumbles clumsily and
Okay.
overextends itself.
So I smack up against the side of the cave tunnel, or and I turn towards Johnny, and I'll say, what's the guy's name that you're always quoting?
Dr.
Professor or who or who's
my professor, Dr.
Dr.
Albert.
Albert.
Oh, what's that Dr. Abraham say about that?
He says he doesn't say anything. This is in the realm of the spirits, ancestors of my people, and I'll pull both of my tomahawks out, dual wielding them, and use my spirit walk so I can get +2 to forcefully attack supernatural evil entities, which I assume he definitely is. I'll run up on him and just try to hack him to pieces with my dual wielding
Go for it.
barrage. It's like a barrage. Let's see here. I'm not very forceful. Okay, so that's a naught, and then that's a 2-4.
Okay, I got a 5 on his defense.
Oh my God!
Invoke something.
I don't have any fate points.
What?
I use all my fate. As soon as I get them, I use them.
Yep.
All right, so
where's Joe when you need him?
Yeah,
I'm loan you all some.
Yeah, he hoards them.
So
he would have like 12 by now.
So it just kind of like buffets you aside.
Is he like super strong? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's ridiculously strong, and it just kind of like knocks you aside, and to where like basically, Mel is up against the one wall when he moved to dodge its attack before, and now it's buffeted you up against the other wall. So you're in this little cavern. We're gonna say it's about 10 feet wide, and it's got him against one side and you against the other side, and it's in the middle. And it can easily reach either one of you, though. The tentacles are long enough.
That disgusts me.
So that was the end of that round, I think, right? Yep. So it's a new round, Johnny. Who's next?
It's a new round. Let Tentacle Face or Belly. Where are the tentacles coming from again?
Okay.
His chest.
His chest.
Yeah, they came out of its chest. The head now, because it's ripped up out of the chest, the head is like hanging down back behind it around the middle of its back, but it's still screaming and wailing anyway.
You are the Cthulhu King.
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
I lose
I'm
insanity.
going to spend a fate point.
To disgust me?
No.
To disgust me even further?
A fate point to get 2 attacks, so it's going to attack each of you.
Oh wow! Okay, check that out. Here, because I am disgusting Cthulhuoid, I get to attack everyone within reach.
So first against David, we get a 4.
All right, I try to squeeze my body up even tighter against the wall behind me. So that's going to be another forceful. So we'll see. So oh yeah, baby. Okay.
What's that come to?
So that is a -2.
Woo.
And that will have to sit because there's really nothing else I can really do about it.
Ooh, you're going to let that sit, yeah? Okay.
I don't have anything, I really don't have anything to do.
Holy shit. Okay, so that's going to be,
Yeah, I really. Yeah.
6 shifts of damage.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Okay, so I will take a 3 box. Actually, hang on, let me look at this.
Yeah, you've already taken a 2 stress.
Yep, So if I take 3, 4, I'll have a 2 consequence, or I could take, that's really all I can do. Or I could take a...
Or you can take a 1 plus a 2 and a 4, right? Yeah.
You can't take 2. You can't take 2 shifts.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. 1 stress, right?
You
gotta take 1 stress, but I mean, you could take the 1 stress, but yeah, then he'd be knocked out. He'd be done, right?
No, I haven't taken any consequences yet.
Right, but how many consequences do you have? Oh yeah, you could take.
Yeah, I got the 2, 4 to 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you take 6?
I could take the 6 and get it out of the way.
You could if you want.
And or I could
and just take no stress.
I could take a 3, and then I'd have to take a 4. Wow. Or I could take a 1, and I'd have to take a...
You'd still have to take a 6. Or a 1 and a 4 and a 2.
All right, how about I just take severe consequence?
Okay,
and
what are we going to call your severe consequence now?
It's pretty major, too. One of the tendrils...
So this is something that's going to be
breaks
a long
across
time.
the caresses my face, and just the flesh just like
it has like a corrosive element to it.
yeah. I was gonna say like there's the skin kind of almost like what's the word I want to use? The skin almost like
Glaze.
no. Like it's like the skin is kind of like retreating from the touch of the tentacle almost, you know?
Recoiling.
Like
Yeah, the
or
skin almost like recoils away, you know? So it just leaves a nasty like black, looks like almost acid, I guess, across, you know, my face and down my throat, you know, to the front of my chest.
Okay, we're gonna call it horrifically disfigured.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah,
two.
So go ahead. Could you put that up on your aspects? Because I get a free invoke on that later.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So I'm horrifically disfigured.
Mm-hmm. And then it makes its second attack against Johnny.
All right, and since I'm in melee with it, I am going to attempt to forcefully parry its tentacles away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'll be able to like quickly dodge away with enough space between the two of us to get away. So I need to just block it off. So let's see here. I. That's a 0.
Oh.
That's a 0.
Okay. Well, on the bright side, you're only going to take 3 shifts of damage.
Okay, so I have the 3-shift stress box is gone. So it smacks me silly, and I go flipping through the air and land on the side of the corridor, and my tomahawks kind of go scattering about, and I collect myself holding my injured shoulder.
Okay, and you look up as you're starting to get yourself up off the floor, and you see, at the moment, you see Mal kind of being like lifted in the air by the tentacles of this thing, right, and flailed around, and you see the way the flesh on his face is all melted and disfigured, and he's got like horrible black scarring, and you see. Did you ever see The Grudge?
Yes. How they move.
When we first see Kayako, and she's like a specter-like form of her floating in the air. When Sarah Michelle Gellar first sees her in the house, and she's like floating above her. No,
I haven't seen that. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, that was. I'm trying to remember that.
Well, that's what you see. You see this like black, bulbous, like specter-like figure, like hovering in the air over Mal, and it's like reaching out and stroking his face with a skeletal hand.
I'll say no.
And let's see, who went first the creature went first this round, didn't it?
Yes.
It did. So,
did it?
Mal, you can go next, Mal, since you're fucked.
Yes.
What is Bart doing? Is he still like? Is he's facing
there is no Bart.
Johnny?
No, there's
so
no
Bart's
Bart.
actually gone now?
Well, basically, he's become this creature. His head's still hanging off the back of it, you know,
Okay.
and wailing. But yeah, it's got you grappled pretty much in its tentacles. And it's
do I see this wraith, or do I see?
No, you don't see that. That's
okay.
That's just
yeah. Okay.
That's Johnny's seeing death.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
Sorry, I apologize. I should have clarified that. That's his vision.
So wow. Okay. All right. So what I will do then is I will roll to the side and attempt to get. I'll try to get a. How far is the? Is it realistic for me to be able to reach the campfire, or no? Or is it too far behind us? Too far?
No, I would say it's too far.
Okay, all right. Okay.
And you're kind of so gripped by the tentacles.
Oh, so I'm actually grappled right now. I'm held. Uh-oh, might have lost him. I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah. He froze up.
Well, let's see what happens. Man, this isn't looking good.
I'm enjoying it though. It's
I mean, it's
very,
fun, but it's not looking
very,
good.
very odd.
Okay, we'll see if he pops back up. Yeah, I don't know. The only good thing out of this is that all those wanted posters will no longer apply to me because I don't look like that anymore. Man, I don't know what
You could get your face.
I don't know what to do. Uh,
I know what to do.
do
I have a
well, I
trick.
thought about fire. I can't get to the fire, so um, maybe I'll try to create an advantage. Maybe I'll do
Okay,
that.
sorry guys. Can you hear me
That's
now?
all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
disconnected there for a minute.
Yeah. That's we just sat tight.
Okay,
I'll try to
so
create an advantage, Ian, and I will I'll tear tear my face away from the tentacles
that's
and
my job.
huh?
Tiramisu.
What'd
Tearing
you
your
say?
face away is my job.
Oh yeah, right. Well, you're doing okay. You're doing a fine job, sir.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and as I see, what is Johnny? Is he standing or is he inert? Is he down on the ground or what does he
He's
look like?
trying to rise from the ground. Yeah, he was
Okay, he
thinking.
was. Okay.
I'm trying to collect myself.
All right. So through the haze of pain, I because I think that my kinship to Johnny is actually the path to my redemption. I will wave my hands around like Sigourney Weaver trying to get the attention of the alien, and I want to create an advantage called distracted. Okay,
Okay.
so I will do that.
Right. Let's see what we'll call. Okay, I'm just trying to think what you call that. Will you roll
Distracted? Just
advantage?
to make the distraction. That's all.
Yeah. I guess I'll just give you a difficulty. I'll give you.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you a difficulty of fair. Two. Two is good enough.
And I guess I'll say I'm trying to be flashy while I do it because I'm trying to hoot and holler and as I kind of grimace with the pain of the wounds I've received. So
Jesus.
you
Okay.
said two target number.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will. That is actually a -1, and if I do that, I will get a 1. So I'll spend a fate point because, like I said, I was trying to. I believe that Johnny is the key. I mean, yeah, to my redemption. So I can't let anything happen to him. So I'm going to invoke my searching for redemption and re-roll that and see.
Okay.
And just so you know, my flashy is at +0.
Go for it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. I don't think it's going to work. Nah. Okay. Nope. I fail.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not good.
Fail to create the advantage.
No problem. So next is you, Johnny. You're last to go in the round.
All right, so as I collect myself, I will reach into my my pouch and pull out a piece of blackened charcoal, blackened what do you call it? Tree limb, stick,
Yeah, it's
something
charcoal.
like that. Charcoal, and I'll drop down on the ground and begin scribbling begin scribbling. I have a stunt of wards of protection.
Yes,
Because
you do.
I'm the son of the shaman, I get +2 to carefully create advantages related to wards and sigils of protection from supernatural entities.
Okay.
So I am going to try to put it up so that it will act as a barrier so that Malcolm can retreat back to our side of the barrier and Tentacle Chest can be on the other.
Okay, so to be an advantage, right? So
Yes, create an advantage,
okay.
and it's
We'll call it
it's
what do you want to call it? Supernatural barrier or what?
ward against the unnatural.
Cool. Roll it.
All right.
I'm going to give you. Yeah, I'm going to give you 3 difficulty to do that.
Okay, so it is careful. I have to be careful to do this, which I am at 0,
And you get
and I
+2
get
though.
+2. Yeah.
Okay. So you just need to roll a 1 or better.
Damn it!
Oh, damn it!
Damn it!
That advantage will
All right.
help, man.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So I'm scribbling, and then I have to erase it because I'm
Yeah.
not being careful enough, and then I start scribbling again, and I'm messing the the symbols up, and I'm trying to get it, and I'm like,
It's a
damn
very
it!
stressful and panicky situation. I understand.
It is, especially when tentacle chest is right there.
Yeah.
It's different if I were like in my own sanctum sanctorum and I could just let me take my time, have some tea, right, and you make these
Who is
circles.
going to go first in the next round?
Uh, it's gonna have to be Mal.
Mal.
Come on, man, do something.
Okay, so wow. I glance over. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I glance
Yes.
over and see Johnny doing whatever he's doing, with a kind of like a look of
Looks like
madness in
he's
his
trying
eyes.
to draw a fucking
Yeah.
four square on the ground.
Um,
You gotta go for it though.
He's playing tic-tac-toe over there. Solitaire.
You got, you gotta try. You gotta try
uh,
something.
I will. Yeah, I will. Even though it seemed as though my bullets weren't having an extreme effect on the
Yep.
creature. Since I wasn't able to directly get its attention by screaming and yell at it, I figure I better try to maybe get its attention a more direct route. So just to put it bluntly, I will
Been shooting a
unload
motherfucker,
on it
yeah.
again, but I am still trying to create an advantage still as opposed to damage.
Okay.
So I will try to create the advantage of uh
Over
what would I
here.
call it? Good enough. Sure. Yep. Over here.
I
So
are over here.
Ooh,
I'll
I got a
unload this
one.
time forcefully.
I got a one.
Okay. So I blah 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 blast and see what happens. God, man.
Oh,
Sheesh. Okay. So that is
I demand a new partner.
right. Me too. That is a minus
Hey.
one. Would you get a one, Ian? You said?
I got a one, so I beat you by 2 shifts.
Well, hold on. So
No, I know.
I
I'm
would
just
just
saying.
be able to tie you. I could get a boost. I'll have to do that. I'll still invoke I'll invoke tarnished heart of gold this time
Okay. Good
because I
job.
know if I
Well
don't
done.
do this, then we're both gonna die at this
Right,
point.
right.
So
Okay,
that'll
so the
tie it.
boost is still going to be called the same, yeah, over
Yeah,
here.
yeah. And then I'll let Johnny go next
Got
because
it?
he's got to get his barrier up.
Okay. Johnny, here's the
Okay.
thing, right?
Hmm.
I'm going to compel
Run out of fate points.
you're obligated to protect the innocent. And what your comrade has just done is he's lured its attention over to him, and you know he's already badly hurt. So,
Okay.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer you a fate point to try to get its attention back on you so that it doesn't just finish him off rather
Okay.
than doing your protective ritual.
Okay. I
Meaning the other words
will.
is you're going to have to either attack him or otherwise kind of distract it, whatever.
All right. I will see my companion. I'll accept that compel because I am greedy for the fate points right now.
You just don't really have a choice.
But the narrative is right. I don't have a choice. So I will drop the crayon that I have and pick up my one of my tomahawks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll pick up actually both of my tomahawks and I'll kind of bang them against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say, "Turn around and face me," but I'll say it in the Sioux tongue,
Mm-hmm.
and I will kind of do my ceremonial dance, the warriors dance, and then
Yeah.
I'll
Nice
the
play.
uh, let fly the tomahawks.
Ooh.
So I'm trying to flashily gain its attention.
So this is an attack roll, basically, anyway, at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
yeah, that's narrative.
Good.
All right,
Good, I
so
like it.
let's see. And okay.
I got a 4.
Why am I not flashy? Okay, I got a 2. I got a 4.
You got a 4 and I got a 4, so you're going to tie.
There's a
All right, so
boost. There's a boost.
I got a boost.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
All right, so
Because it's currently
the
looking at Mel.
okay, the boost is going to be face me.
Are you creating a boost? Yeah.
Yes, creating a
Because there's a
boost.
boost already in place called
Yeah.
over
Do you want
here.
to use? You want to use the
Oh,
boost
oh,
that's already there?
oh, what boost is there? I'm sorry.
Over
Over
here.
here. Over here.
So it's
Oh, over here.
base mill. So you could say that its back is to you, so that gives you an extra. You could use it to get the +2 to make you a 6, if you want.
Yeah, but my goal is to get it off of him because I'm
Right.
So if you say over here, it's gonna come over here to you.
right,
So use the boost.
and that's my goal.
So use the boost.
I got a boost. I got a 4. It got a 4, so I get a boost too.
Okay.
I don't need to
okay.
use your boost.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
I can create
Okay,
the
we're going to
boost.
call your boost no over
No, over here.
here.
Right. So now it's like, which way do I go? Which way do I go?
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll go turn back to you and go your way.
And it's its turn at the end of the round.
Damn. Damn them.
So at the moment, it's saying no over here, so it's going to attack you, Johnny.
Okay.
So it lunges at you with its tentacles out.
Oh God.
Oh my God! It's a +6.
All right. I am going to try to retreat back as fast as
Matrix.
as fast as I can. I'm going to move back into the area where the horses were.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Back to the entrance cavern.
Yeah, I gotta get some room, okay, so I can get to my rifle and
So that's
shoot it.
quickly defense, right?
Yeah. Oh, that didn't help much. That's a 2. So it got a what? 6? Son of a bang. All right. So that's going to be 4 at least. So I am going to. Hey, I see death and I have to stop it. I'm going to invoke that to kind of spur my will on. Even though it's going to do disastrous amount of damage to me, I know I still have to get up and I have to stop it. So I'm going to invoke that for another +2, so that gives me a 3, which is not.
No, you had a 2 already, didn't you?
I'm sorry, I had a 2, so it's a 4.
Okay,
Yeah, 4.
so it's going to do 2 shifts of damage to you
Okay.
as it lashes out against you with its corrosive tentacles.
All right, so it captures me in its tentacles and flings me up into the ceiling, down into the floor, kind of like the Hulk in Avengers, and shakes me around and tosses me, and I roll, but still I rise because I see death and I have to stop it. So I'll begin to rise back up after that beating that it just threw me. I crossed off my number 2 stress box, so I have my number 1 stress box remaining in all of my consequences. So I am shaken but not destroyed.
Okay. And then that's the end of that round, so it's its turn again at the start of the next round. So now it sees it toss you up to the ceiling and slams you down on the ground, and it feels like its power over you. So it's going to go in for the kill.
Okay. I am going to try to roll.
So as it moves forward, it's grabbing your arms with its tentacles and trying to pull you up. As it pulls you up, towards his body, you remember like the tentacles and the polyps popped out of its chest. Basically from the crotch, like around where, like his crotch, into the crotch.
Here
it opens up, and the chaps like rip off and everything. And there's just like a big,
easy.
Big gaping toothy maw, right? And it's trying to pull you into its maw. I got a 5.
I was working for a second there.
It's a female. All right, I'm gonna cleverly try to shove my tomahawk in the maw so that the maw can close on me.
Go for it.
All right, and I did the same thing
cleverly. I have to leave the scene, I think.
You bastard! Oh God, no. Okay, so that's a 0. Do I want to spend my lonely fate point? If I'm dead, I can't use the fate point, right? So I need to. All right, so I'm going to invoke my What can I invoke?
Use the boost that I still
Oh
got
yeah.
left. So
Okay.
I'm making maybe I'm making noise over there. Or is that too
Okay. So
goofy?
over here. So I'm gonna get rid of that over here boost and add 2 to my roll, which will make that a 2.
Okay.
So I guess we're both kind of trying to make noise, and it's still,
Yeah, it's kind of turning.
wavering. Yeah.
So so
Okay.
what did it get on?
Well, it had a 5.
Oh, oh,
It's going
oh.
to spend another fate point. This is my second fate point I've spent for it. And this is going to be called.
Swallow whole.
We're just going to call it overwhelming horror,
Wow.
since it's trying to pull you into its mangina.
Ah! No, don't say that.
Its big,
All right,
toothy, drooling mangina.
so I shoved the tomahawk in there, but it shatters in the toothy maw, and it pulls me in. So it does how much?
Well, that brings me up to a 7, and you're up to a 2,
Wow.
right?
Yeah, I'm at 2.
Do you want? There's still another boost there if you want to use.
Well, that's the same boost.
Well,
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's distracting back and forth. I
right.
can't
Okay.
if
Fair
it's
enough. Yeah.
on him.
Okay. So
Uh,
that's gonna do 5 shifts.
okay. So I
Feel
can
it.
take one with the stress, and then I'll have to take a moderate
So
minus
it's
four.
got you rammed up between his legs, and these teeth are just
Yeah.
gnashing on your body.
Okay, I'll let out a scream. Ah! Ancestors, I failed you.
Which consequence did you take?
A moderate
Moderate.
minus four.
What'd you call it?
I haven't called it anything yet. I'm
Okay.
gonna call it. What's a good in the mouth of the beast? How's that? No, in the
Uh,
maw, in the
yeah, I
maw.
suppose it kind of works,
Uh,
but it's kind of
The
situational, meaning
in
that it
the
won't.
mob horror.
Because this is something that's going to carry over after this fight's over
Oh,
for a
so it
time.
should be.
So it should be something, because it's a moderate consequence. It's
Oh
going
yeah,
to
it's not gonna disappear.
it's
Yeah.
going to take you at least a session
it's
or
not right. It's
whatever.
not a mile.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could still be shaken up
You've
after the
been
session once it
ravaged.
goes down to a
True.
mile.
Yeah,
I'd
true. You could.
be
Yeah. That's
afraid.
fine. Okay. Sure.
Yeah,
So
hit the
Mouth
beast.
of
I'll
the
be in
beast.
the mall in the mall. So then it could have some lasting consequences
Sure, you don't want to call it
afterwards.
like chewed on by the mangina.
Anything with mangina in it has to be a bad thing.
Okay. The next person to go is going to be, well, why not? It's going to be you. Go
Oh,
ahead.
jeez. All right.
Go ahead, Johnny.
I'm down to one tomahawk. So I am getting slurped into the mangina and pulled by the tentacles. So I am going to, in one last fit of defiance, I am going to, uh, I am going to try to. You said the head is like on its back, right? Right.
Knock the
Yeah,
knock
yeah. It's kind of like
the
it's
It's
just
like
it's
a
actually practically touching
vestigial.
the floor now because as it's deteriorating more, the
stop,
body's deteriorating more, the
stop.
creature is manifesting more and more out of the body. It's like it's shedding
Too much.
and
Too much.
you know how cicadas
Do
shed their skin and yeah.
Do I see anything like a membrane or anything
What
pulping?
the
No,
hell?
I'm close. I'm close to it now. You know what I mean? Do I see anything like a nodule or some kind of organ or
Yeah, you
anything
What?
see something kind of like a uvula in the back of
You looking for
the
something
in the
mouth.
mouth?
to caress or what? What are you doing?
It's called foreplay. It's not called foreplay for nothing, buddy. All right, I will have at it. I'll try to hit that with my tomahawk and just shove it in there and try to
Okay.
bust it open from its soft inside.
Yeah, you're already in the mouth. Might as well try to attack it from inside, right?
Yeah. All right. So I am
He's
going
diving
to
deeper.
Yeah, right. It
forcefully
sure is.
give. Why? Okay,
It's
I
your
got
time.
it.
Johnny's time.
Yeah, this is Johnny's time. So, uh, I am the son
Wow,
of.
I got 6 on the defense.
Okay, I got a not six. I got a
Not six.
I got a one. Oh my God! So it could put a boost on me.
Yeah, it's on you called masticated.
Smells blood now, boy.
Oh jeez.
Okay, who's next?
Uh, Come on, Mal, do something. That you got to
What do you
extra.
mean? Do something.
Oh
Are
yeah,
you a
that's right. It has to
part-time?
be Mal next. I forgot. Mal's last in the round. Yeah.
Are you a part-time exorcist or something like that?
Wow.
A lot has happened since your last action, Mal.
Yeah, right. Since I hear the screams of my blood brother,
You remember
wow.
the cacophony of anguish behind
Yeah.
you? It's getting closer too.
Oh, that's not it? Oh, I assumed it was from this
No,
thing.
that was just one voice. You heard many
Oh
voices.
man, please. Okay.
Cacophony is think of it like a choir.
Yeah, I understand. Uh,
Oh my
I
God.
mean, I have to try to help him. So, um, I will. What would I do? I would.
I
Man, he
hear a
caught
weird, like almost like slurping, sloshing sound behind you as well.
him. Yeah, that's me shitting my
Oh,
pants.
that's right.
Um, wow.
I'm
All right,
soiled.
I will. Huh?
I'm soiled.
Oh, I will. I'll run up to the to to Bart's head that I see looking at me. And his mouth is kind of like opening and closing, and his
It's
tongue's
still
kind of
trying to scream, although it's been screaming so
yeah.
long now it's gone completely hoarse and
And
cracked.
and
It's like
and I must be the my sanity. The what little bit of it is left, I feel it being wrenched away,
it
from me.
says, "Kill me."
Okay, and I will gladly comply. As I wrench my Bowie knife, and I will, with two hands, just like jab it into Bart's head,
Go for it.
screaming, ah! Okay,
Do
that'll be
it.
force. That'll be forcefully.
I'm trying to think, is this thing taking any damage yet? It's taking some stress, hasn't it?
Yeah,
No.
a little bit. I shot it, and that was
Is
it.
it?
Yeah. So of course
I got a 0.
that will be a 0.
Oh no!
And I will. Well, I don't know. Because that doesn't make sense either. Yeah, I really don't have anything that I could invoke
So we're gonna
to.
call it a tie.
Yeah, so nothing
You get to
happens.
create a boost.
Huh?
You get to create a boost, right?
With a tie?
You don't do any damage to it, but
No, that's it. Nothing. Oh yeah, I do get a boost. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What would make sense here?
not a whole lot does make sense in this scenario.
You're right, right. I will create a boost called maybe because I jammed the blade into its mouth, even though it doesn't seem to have any effect really.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that
Called
it is
skewered?
skewered.
Skewered?
Well, sure.
Or
Yeah,
something like
sure.
that?
It doesn't really matter. I pinned its
Leverage?
jaw shut.
Yeah.
Leverage. Okay.
Pinned works.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, sure. So maybe I'm able to actually go through the mouth, through the back of the skull, and I actually jab the knife into the
I mean,
dirt.
that might be enough to save your friend if he can
Yeah.
invoke that later. So.
And I did I go last?
You did.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I will actually go again first, rather, and I will run past the creature and attempt. Is Johnny actually grappled, or is he just being
Yeah.
raked?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's kind of. The tentacles are wrapped around parts of him, and
Oh
parts of him are inside
wow.
its mouth, and
Does it look like is he still
he's still alive.
he's still alive? Okay, I will try to wrench him from the creature's.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. I'll try to wrench him from the creature's grasp
So
forcefully.
that'd be like an overcome, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so I forcefully try to do that.
I'll roll it as an opposed overcome.
God, man, I cannot. This sucks. Tonight is not the night.
Right.
Yeah, I can't. I got a 0.
Okay, so you're grabbing onto his leg and pulling,
Yeah.
and just not having any luck.
Oh
In fact, it
God.
succeeded with style, so it's going to create a boost on you.
Okay.
It's going to create a boost called Overpowered.
Okay. All right. Let's let Johnny go next.
And I have absolutely
I know.
no
but-
clue of what.
Come on, Johnny, get out of here. We gotta go, bro.
Man, like the dice have been really cruel.
Yeah.
They have.
Because I haven't
But it-
given
but it's-
anybody, I haven't given anything. Even this big creature hasn't had an approach over +3. So
All right, I am going to try to. Can I attack the maw and try to have it let me go? Make it like an overcome to get out of its
yeah,
grasp.
you can try that. Yep.
Okay, so I'll try to. I guess that be forceful. I'll beat on it with my.
There you go. I rolled badly.
Yeah, well, that's an opportunity,
I got a +1.
and I got a +1 as well. So
And it
I
will
will have to.
invoke the free boost on. Oh, it'll invoke the free boost on your what's it called? What was
In the
your-
maw.
Yeah,
Your
in the
consequence.
maw.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
-4, my
Yeah.
consequence,
Yeah.
son of a biscuit.
That brings it up to
Okay.
3.
Yeah, well, all right. So
And it's
I didn't
going
succeed
to,
at that.
It's going to spend a fate point
But
to. No, it won't spend a fate point. It'll just take the boost masticated as well. Sorry, doesn't need to spend.
well,
Save that fate point for later. So that gives it a success with style.
okay. Well, hold on. The good thing about it is that on an overcome, I can succeed at a serious cost.
Oh, you can.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So I was waiting for you to burn up all those those aspects and everything.
Go for it.
All right. So I am going to pull myself out, and the serious cost is that unfortunately my left foot does not come out.
Meaning
Can
what?
you can negotiate this, right?
Yeah.
No, because of the way I envisioned it pulling you into its mouth, I'm going to say your left arm doesn't come out.
My left arm.
Yeah.
The
You got
whole
both legs,
arm?
but you lose an arm.
Oh, wow. Does it matter? It could have been the wrist, elbow, shoulder. It doesn't matter.
Hand? Can I negotiate a hand? Hand?
Okay, we'll say arm below the elbow.
I can get a wooden hand. I can't get a wooden arm. That would look right.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's
We'll meet halfway
at the elbow.
at the elbow.
That's some serious cost. But hey, at least I'll be alive for now. Okay, so I'll
So you're
I'll
out
pull
of
out.
you're out of the maw. Oh,
As I
horrible.
scream.
It's pretty disgusting.
That was painless.
Yeah.
So the creature goes next, which is the end of the round, right?
In more ways than one, yes, it is.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Who does it want to go for? I'm
It's
gonna.
got an arm. It's got an arm in its mouth. It should just chew on that for a minute.
You should be happy.
Oh yeah, just yum. Let's see. I'm gonna make a roll. If I roll an odd roll, it'll go for Jim. If I roll an even roll, it'll go
Story
for
trumps
Dave.
dice. Whatever sounds best, do it.
Sorry. No, I can't decide. So okay, it's an odd roll. So it's going for again for Johnny.
You mad, bro? Why you mad, bro?
Right. That only makes sense.
Smells blood. I know.
There we go. So Johnny just pulled out of it. You know, it's still got your part of your arm. It's gone.
I pulled out of the mangina.
It goes for you. Oh my God.
Oh!
It's
All right,
I'll
I'll just sit there. I'll bow down. I'll say, if Sagan Cthulhu, how can I be on your team? My teammate sucks. He let me die. I want to be on Team Cthulhu.
Do you want to roll?
You are.
defense
You
just
will
to
be
see,
eventually.
or do you want to concede?
No. Yeah, I am going to concede so I don't get taken out. So in my concession, I get to explain how I get taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Something like that, yeah, from what I read, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
And you get a fate point for it, too,
Yeah.
which you seem to have already taken, I think. But yeah, okay.
no, I didn't use the other one.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay.
He couldn't,
Because you were at 6, I was at 1. Why am I going to use it plus 2?
So how you gonna get taken out?
All right. So as I slid out, I'm covered in blood and ichor and
And some kind of really white, viscous liquid too.
see, there you go. Yeah, and it's kind of burning and smelling, and I fall to the ground. And as I look, I see the specter is approaching me.
Yeah.
And I call out, and I'm yelling at it and cursing it and everything else. And it stops to look at me, and then it says, "It is not your time." And then it goes past me, and my eye, no, I don't know who it goes after, but I pass out, and I just fall out. And then the creature notices that Mal is still up, and it picks me up and flings me out into the next area, and it assumes that I'm dead, but
Okay.
I'm really comatose with one arm.
So that's gonna be the next round, and the creature is going to go again.
Good God!
Before it does, you see behind it, Mal, and I told you heard the cacophony getting closer, and it's getting really close now, and you see it come boiling around the corner. And it's just this big blob-like mass. It's about the size of a school bus. And as it's like undulating, you see like body parts emit out of it. You see an arm pop out. You see a head pop out. You see an upper torso pop out, and somebody screaming in pain. Almost all men. Some are younger, some are older. But at the very top of it, just sticking out constantly, not undulating with the rest of it, you see a woman, a young woman, and you just see her from basically from the midriff up, sticking out of this thing, and she's like also covered in this viscous, like purplish, slimy kind of liquid that this whole thing seems to be made out of. It's not even a liquid; it's more like just like a slime, and she's screaming. Her eyes are just blank. You can't see. It actually looks like just like there's almost no balls in the sockets. As this thing comes around the corner, and you probably piss yourself when you see it. And it's slowly moving towards the tentacle creature, which is now lunging at you.
Oh, by the way, also, okay. So I saw. Oh, that's okay. Slow down, Ian. Hold on. So I saw Johnny get hurled over my head, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Wow. I would assume.
He looks dead.
Yeah, I would assume he's done for. And I also would assume that I'm done for, and that since Johnny is dead, that my chance of redemption has been torn away from me, more or less, and that even though I attempted to remain positive and remain hopeful and everything, which kind of was reflected by my tarnished heart of gold, that obviously the price on my head was too much, so one way or the other my time was up, basically. So still thinking that ultimately lead solves any debate, I'll turn towards the creature again and pulling out my guns, not even still knowing if I still have any rounds left in them. I'll scream, firing off, and that's the last thing that I see as I rush towards the creature.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Okay. I think we'll wrap it up there then. I don't think we know how it's going to end.
Click.
Oh, no, I think you had about 2 rounds left in your pistol, so you get 2 shots off, and then it starts to clicks, and yeah. The tentacle mangina creature will consume you, and then the Shoggoth-like creature behind it will consume it, and you.
Oh wow, they roll like that, huh? Wow. Okay.
And then, just as we exit, as the Shoggoth-like creature rolls into the major cavern and also consumes Johnny, who is left unconscious in its presence, and any living thing or non-living thing, any formerly organic thing in the area will be consumed by it. And the bandit, Mad Sam Mooney, will come walking out of the cavern behind it, laughing. A red glow behind his eyes.
That explains a lot.
And they fade to black.
Damn.
As he laughs, ha 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 ha.
Right.
Okay, so that's going to end this weird Wild West Fate Accelerated one-shot. It didn't really quite go the way I had planned. I didn't expect it to quite turn up this way. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the dice were just
pretty good.
You guys. I thought you guys
enjoyed that.
I thought you guys would defeat the crane creature. I expected you to have a confrontation with the Shoggoth thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I
didn't even know if I was going to get a chance to reveal it before.
I know, things are going so quickly downhill, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to stop this broadcast, and then we can chat. So.
Okay, cool.